Alrighty, looks like we're good to go. Loki. Well, I was good to go. I'm not entirely sure if I am now. Everything looks fine here. Alright. Sorry, we're good to go. Loki was running around and I think he tripped over the wire for the internet. No, you're in trouble now. Nope. Alright, there we go. Hope you guys are all having a good day here. It's been pretty much a day of altcoins, but I think over the last few minutes we have seen altcoins come back down. Hey, don't mess with that. Don't mess with that. Alright, sorry about that. Loki's now all interested in all the stuff he knocked over. But anyway, it's been a big story about altcoins and what's been happening there. Today, I think at this point, we're really just seeing how far Bitcoin will come back down and if we're going to go into some type of further consolidation, in which case we try to go, much higher in the next few days, because right now it looks like we're kind of slowing down a little bit, where we might go sideways. And then from that, what happens next, what's happening to these altcoins right now, because we have seen a few altcoins, not all of them, a few altcoins have given up some of the gains we saw just maybe 5 to 10 hours ago, and that's going to be a big thing here. So let me hop on here very fast. I'm watching Loki closely because he startled me by knocking over the wires here, which normally don't get knocked over, so I'm thinking something might have happened here last night. There we go. And hey, Max, happy to see you. Same to you, Logan. So far, the streams have been pretty good here. Sorry, Loki really got me stunned by knocking all over all that stuff. I'll fix it up a little bit later. But anyway, as far as Bitcoin's concerned, I better start off here with the weekly chart just so we can see what's going on. Bitcoin has had a really good rally here. We're still looking very strong. We're still very, very close to those all-time highs here. We are less than, what's the high that we have over here on this chart? 69,000. We're less than $10,000 away. We're fairly close. What, $6,000 away? No, not even. What, $5,000 away? So we're less than $5 away from all-time highs, and it's a little bit of resistance up here. That's kind of the gist of what we're seeing right now on the weekly chart. As we go over here into the daily charts and we kind of watch to see how fast everything's gone, it looks like we're trying to cool off a little bit more. And by cooling off, I don't mean that we're coming all the way back down here to 53,000 or something like that. It looks like we're going to try to consolidate a little bit, try to make a level of support, and then see what happens there. At this point, we don't exactly know where that bottom level of support is going to be. So, we're basically just waiting this out and looking for another opportunity to buy. And, as far as it comes with Bitcoin, if I move this over to the side a little bit, there we go. Can I stretch this out just a little bit? There you go. On the 4-hour chart, I'm watching this kind of closely. We have a bearish stochastic. We have a bearish, almost a bearish MACD. We have a bearish RSI. So I'm wondering if we're going to tackle this 20 moving average here on the 4-hour chart. That's where I want to see some type of support level coming for us. If not, that's where we could be dumping all the way back down here towards like $55,000, $57,000, maybe around $58,000. But you get the point here. A whole bunch of sideways moves. I remember telling you guys we were kind of bouncing off the 20 moving average on the 1-hour chart, and we had been doing a very good job of it. We finally did break down this morning. I don't necessarily think it was because of the earnings data. You just kind of saw a lack of buying coming in, and people just kind of, okay, whoosh, this has been a lot. Let's sell some off. Let's take some profit. And I think that's what it was. At this point, we're kind of getting squeezed in between a couple moving averages. I'm not using these moving averages as like a massive buy or sell signal as far as like the squeeze atmosphere. However, when you go back over here to the 4, I do want to see us bounce off of this 20 moving average, which could happen either today or tomorrow. Because remember, this is just the first of the candles here. Or actually, we haven't even started a new day yet. So we have an hour left. Yeah. So pretty soon we'll start a new day. We may be able to wick back down here. And if we can find some type of support, that'd be great. Otherwise, you're probably going to see Bitcoin again come back down to $58,000 or so. It's not the end of the world, but people will probably freak out a little bit because Bitcoin's gone so high. You know how those sell-offs tend to work out. Let me move this over here very quick. And hey, Crypto Ricky, your streams are the best. Appreciate it, man. And hey, Amio. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. These streams have been pretty good so far this week. I think just a lot of people looking and searching for... let me take this off. I'm not used to wearing my headphones. I don't know why. I'm kind of tired today. And wearing my headphones has this really muffled sound that makes me feel like I'm dizzy or something. But anyway, yeah, the streams have been great this week. I've been enjoying them a lot. I was thinking of smoking a cigar today, but I was like, you know what? I've probably been smoking a little bit too many cigars. So I think when Bitcoin breaks all-time highs again, we go above $69,000, I'll pull out one of my Cubans. It'll either be that Hoya de Monterrey Epicure 3. I have an Epicure 2, which is pretty good, but that one's from 2021. I like that one a lot. Or I may get one of those graham cracker ones that smelled really, really good. I don't even remember the name of them because I haven't tried them before, but they seem pretty good. Oh, hold on a second here, guys. My stream, the settings were turned to off. YouTube keeps on turning on my monetization, so it keeps on turning them on, but I have to turn them off, which is annoying. There we go. All right. I don't like to have ads on streams. I think it just messes with the flow of everything. I put ads on my videos, but that's about it. All right. So, there's laydown of what's going on with Bitcoin. So far, a little bit of consolidation, not really much to worry about. We're basically waiting to see what happens next. We're very far away from the 20-day moving average. We're still on look at that. We are still on an amazing rally. It's okay if we have to cool down a little bit. The last time we cooled down after a nice rally, it did take us a couple weeks before we were able to move up again. I think we're okay with that. Hopefully, though, it actually happens a little bit faster and we can move up. But, if we talk about this as the daily chart, where are we at right here? Most of these upcoming rallies, I think, most of them happen during the trading week. So we might see a little bit less of a volatility to the upside over the weekend unless something really crazy happens, in which case you guys will probably see some gap ups or something happening on the ETF markets. Now, Bitcoin overall is down 1.86%. Ethereum has come down a little bit more today as well. You've seen things like ADA still moving up, but you see these wicks that we're seeing? They've also been coming back down just a tad. So as Bitcoin's weakness is shown just a little bit, you're seeing altcoins do that as well. So just be careful if you guys are in any trades or anything. You're seeing a lot of stuff give back some of the gains we saw yesterday. Now, again, this is Dogecoin. Dogecoin is still up a lot higher than it was, but you can definitely see there's been a drop-off here. There's been a few drop-offs with Dogecoin, but you get the point. It's still kind of be careful. Make sure your positions are doing fine. Once Bitcoin tries to settle down here, if we're able to settle down above $60,000, maybe $59,000, right now we're above $61,000. From there, altcoins should be able to continue to rally up, but it's going to be, we're going to have to wait for the consolidation. We're going to have to wait for that support. If we don't have that support, of course, it's not going to be too fun. Ape token and so forth, a lot of those rallies have come back down. I might even just stick to the daily charts here to make it a little bit easier. There we go. You're seeing a lot of those gains come back down a little bit here. Arbitrum, it was trying to break out, wasn't able to. AXS came back down a little bit, but a lot of these did make some new highs as far as their breakouts. Is anything still up? I mean, Leo's up, that's doing something, but Leo never really moved, so this is kind of interesting just to watch it in and of itself. Litecoin is coming back up. Oh, it came back down. See, it was at $85. Now it's back to 79. So you're seeing a lot of these altcoins give back some of the gains here. I'm not mad at it, Oh, man, it's still going pretty strong right now. It's mostly that, some people are basically selling off after, this run-up that we've seen. Shiba Inu is giving back some ground, but it's still much higher than where it was during the last breakout. Spell token's up 37%. This thing's moving. I have a little bit of this, but this is just because it has a very low market cap, and I'm hoping it goes much higher. Anything else? AI tokens are coming down a little bit today as well, getting back into that choppy weather. So we got Ajax coming down a little bit. Fetch AI was up a lot more today, but it's still relatively higher. I did break out. Wild token consolidating. R&D. I don't even know what I'd call that. It's not necessarily consolidating, but it got knocked down. Something over here. And this GRT consolidating a little bit here. But, again, you're seeing a lot of moves happen. Things are fine. I think the big concern right now is as Bitcoin tries to find its footing here and tries to find that, reliable level of support, is it going to really crash? That's the things happening in people's minds. At this point, I don't see it. You can see a little bit of bearishness incoming, I would say, and most of that comes on the 4-hour chart right here, so everything is kind of turning negative. Momentum is dying back down, in which case we're looking to see if we can bounce above that 20 moving average. But until that happens, it's basically best to sit on your hands and try to play the altcoins a little bit easier, a little bit better. Dollar index is still doing fine. I don't think anything really crazy happened today. We were expecting the inflation report. I think it was the CPE or something, but there was no surprise there, so I think it was fine. Came out early this morning, boom, a small move to the upside, but I wouldn't say it's anything catastrophic. It was just where we were Wednesday, literally in the morning hours. So not much happening there. But the Fed was right. It did everything matched expectations. It was high, but it matched expectations, so the market was able to price it in basically. And so when we came back over here to Bitcoin this morning, around the same time, that's when you started to see it come back down. It rose back up pretty nicely, and now we're just looking to, try to find some support. It looks like if you're going off the 15-minute chart, the support level is around $60,000. I think that's pretty reliable at this point. But honestly, as I'm looking at this, I might give it a benefit of the doubt, like 59,500, because we might have a work down eventually. I think on the short-term charts, though, guys, you're basically waiting for a consolidation to happen over the next few hours, and then for Bitcoin to try to break up and go right back up here towards 63,000. That's definitely a possibility. It's really going to be, can short-term price action really outmaneuver some of the longer one, which definitely doesn't happen all too much. But with Bitcoin, there's usually a way here. But now all the charts look all messed up because every time you try to have it set up, everything prior looks really squeezed down just because of how crazy of a move we saw in such a short amount of time. You took profit from Doge near the top, got my bar orders set now around 10 cents. What do you think? I think it'd be a good opportunity because especially if Bitcoin's able to come back down just a little bit more, you'll probably see a lot of other stuff, not just Dogecoin, actually come back down to some prior levels. And it's not like a Dogecoin is going back down to 7 cents or 5 cents or 6 cents. So, 10 cents is still a pretty good level to be buying back in, especially if you're trying to wait for another wave here. And hey, Loco, happy to see you, my man. Do I think Doge will go back up to 13 cents again? Well, I would give it some time, but yeah, it really depends on what you're looking to do with it. Whatever your plan is, I know we talked about it the last few days, whatever your plan is, try to stick with it. But if you weren't able to sell Dogecoin, I don't know, what was the level here? At 13.5, I guess, got halfway up to 14 cents. You could try to wait for it to continue going on over the next few days, or you can try to wait for the next week to pop up as it tries to get back up here towards 16 cents, which is still a big ask. But if you want to get out of the position now, you could always do that. It just depends on what you do with the money afterwards, because you could always, anytime you take a loss, you can put that towards your taxes. That's not the issue. It's basically, you got to find a way to get the other money to be working for you while the crypto market's still kind of buzzing around here. And that's why I'm going to be doing some dollar cost averaging here later on. Not entirely sure if I want to buy anything today, to be honest, because everything's still so far up. I think there are some plays like Fetch AI that went up a little bit beyond my expectations, so those are still going strong. But basically what happened was a lot of those smaller things that I had bought over the last few days, those finally started to move. Like ARPA is up 10%, BAT is up 20%, Bitcoin's up 54%, CFX is up 5%. There's a lot of stuff that's still green here. A few things that are red like PHB. I think I just bought that a few days ago. Yeah, I bought that 3 days ago, so that's typical there. Usually dip and then a rip for me. Well, sometimes. RLC is still up quite a bit. Oh, and Wild Tokens, yeah, it's up $400 still, so that's nice. And yeah, Fetch AI is up now around $1,100. Hopefully it goes up more though. It's up 117%. Maybe I should have done a 3x leverage. With Ajax, I did a 3x leverage, and it seems to be doing great. That's up 177%. Probably should have put a little bit of money there. Oh, Bonk. Bonk is what's moving my accounts higher, it looks like right now. Yeah, Bonk's moving everything up. Even Bonk came up some gains here today, though. There we go. I mean, we kind of do have our support level around here, even though it's from the Coinbase debacle, right? So maybe if I go over here to the hour chart, we have some support right around here, around $60,000. That's where you would try to, you would really hope Bitcoin can really stay above that level. Alright, but 15-minute charts should work for here. If we're lucky, we'll be able to break out and go higher, but 4-hour charts are a little bit more bearish. Hey, Trev, happy to see you. Taking losses on tax, can you explain that? Won't you just give it back, the loss, when it goes up again? What's the benefit? It depends on your goal. So, at the end of the year, usually people will sell off things that are not making money because they can put it up against their taxes. So if you know you're probably going to make this amount of money in the market, those losses will just go against what you made. So you're kind of paying the net, basically your net profit. You're paying tax on net profit, basically. It's best to talk with like a tax professional and stuff like that, you know, better than me. But typically, I'm okay with taking losses on positions if I know the money will go towards something else that'll make me more money in the short term, or even the medium or long term. Like for example, let's say I'm down, $5,000 on Ethereum or something like that. If Ethereum or XRP, if XRP is not performing and I'm just not enjoying it, and I'm down $5,000, I'll sell it. I'll take the $5,000 loss, but now I have capital that I can put back into other tokens that can make me more money than maybe XRP could have otherwise done. And that's the big thing what I'm talking about. But by taking the $5,000 loss, you know, it goes onto my account. I take a note of it. Then when tax season comes around, I know exactly how much I lost in the markets, last year, and how much I made in the markets. And then you put all of that towards your tax information. Then you get your final number as far as how much your capital gains tax is going to be charging you for all the profits, or lack of profit in the market. And hey, Chris, I appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions. Hey, damn, why did everything crash? So what happened today, which wasn't a surprise as far as the news, but we had data come out this morning, and I forget exactly what it was called. I think it was CPE. Let me see if I can find it right here. There we go. So it was the United States PCE price index annual change, right? And basically the forecast was for 2.4% by both the trading economics forecast team, the consensus forecast team, and then the actual, it was 2.4. So everything matched up with what it needed to be. Unfortunately, I guess the best way to say it was still worse than it. It was still not supposed to be this high. So it's showing that things are probably not getting as good as we want them to be. So let me go back up here. All right, it was still going down, but there was issues with it. Maybe I can even pull up the CNBC video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. That may make it a little bit easier. Let's see. Key Fed. Okay, here we go. I watched this morning. So try not to make it too loud for you guys. Let me make sure the audio is still working. Yes, it is. Take a sip of the good juice. All right. So this is just talking about some of the inflation stuff. Again, I wouldn't say this news was bad. I think it just met expectations. I think people freaked out a little bit because of it. And again, we'll talk more about what that means for Bitcoin here in a second.
Right, it's the moment we've been waiting for all morning. We are just a few seconds away from some new PCE inflation data, personal income and spending numbers, and initial jobless claims. It's the PCE number that's the biggie, though. That's the one the market's waiting for because that's the one the Fed watches so closely. Ahead of that, we've been watching the futures, and the Dow has been in the red all morning long, along with the other major averages. Dow right now down by 140, NASDAQ off by 44, the S&P off by 14. Rick Santelli is standing by at the CME in Chicago. Rick, take it away.
Yes, well, jobless claims, 215,000, higher than expected. 215,000 is the loftiest level going back to the beginning of February. On continuing claims, 1,905,000, and we finally crossed over 1.9 million. That's the highest read since the third week in November. Now the money numbers, personal income for January, up 1%, up 1%. And you know what's fascinating here? Last January, guess what? We started out up 1%. And last January, that was the highest level going all the way back to July of 21. So we're equaling January. This number, once again, could take you back to July of 21. That is a whopper of a spending jump, or income jump.
So that means people are paying their employees more, which means they have to raise prices, presumably to actually pay their employees more. That's what's going on here. However, still, you see how the Dow Jones is actually going up and not down?
excuse me, on spending up 0.2, exactly as expected. Real spending goes negative when adjusted for inflation. That's down 0.1%, and down 0.1% equals what we had in August of last year. To find a lower number, you have to go to March of 2023. Now, let's get into it. The deflator, personal consumption deflator, month over month, up 0.3%, exactly as expected. In the rearview mirror, 0.2 becomes 0.1. Now, on the 310 side, that's the highest level since September of last year, something to pay attention to. Now, let's go back to the deflator, but this time the core, okay? And let's go, let's go year over year on the deflator, and that's going to be up 2.4%, exactly as expected. 2.6 in the rearview mirror, so making very good progress. This is the lowest level since February of 21. Now, month over month, core deflator up 0.4%, exactly as expected. And 0.4%, though, follows up 0.1%. So up 0.4% is the warmest number, going all the way back to January of last year. If you round it to half, if you round it to 0.36 up to 4%, that would be February of last year, because we take these things out a couple of digits. And finally, year over year core deflator, in my opinion, one of the more important numbers, 2.8 last, what we expected, 2.9 last time, so we've made progress. Now, here's something interesting. This is my favorite calculation. This is now the 12th consecutive month that this has moved lower than the previous month, and that is indeed a very good thing, of course. Now, 2.8.
Okay, there you go. That kind of gives you a gist. Basically, the way I would describe it, as far as what I was paying attention to the most when I kind of hear these things, people were paid a little bit more, so companies were paying their employees just a little bit more, so employees were a little bit more expensive. They're going to have to pass those costs on to people in other ways, raising prices and whatnot. And on top of that, people were not spending as much money out. So that's kind of interesting. They might have gotten a little bit of a pay, but they're not spending as much money. So maybe they could be paying down debt or something. I think that would typically happen in the January, the quarter one, paying off your debt after you've spent a bunch of money during the holidays with Christmas gifts and things like that. I think that's what's kind of going on. However, even though a lot of that stuff was not a surprise, there were a few things that were a surprise, and that kind of caused Bitcoin to tick down just a little bit. Again, I wouldn't say it was necessarily like devastating data, which is why Bitcoin didn't necessarily go down quite a bit here. Bitcoin went down $1,000 or so. I don't even know. When we saw that data come out, what time did the data come out? 8 hours ago. Make my life a little easier. We're almost until got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right over here on the top, so 7 o'clock-ish. That makes about sense. Yeah, 7 o'clock-ish. It actually caused the price to move up just like the Dow Jones went up. And then it looks like we got knocked back down with a little bit of a double top action, breaking down, trying to retest it, then eventually continuing on that downward pattern. Because, if I back up for a second here and I go to maybe the 1 hour chart, this is Bitcoin. The Dow Jones, it actually had a pretty good day after the news came out. Although I guess, pre-market boom. NASDAQ, decent day. SPY, decent day. SPY had a bad morning, actually. Geez, what happened here? Maybe some earnings reports or something? Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened there. But yeah, you get the point. So that data didn't do too much here. Now it's basically Bitcoin's consolidating, and can we actually cause a breakout? If you guys want to get bullish on Bitcoin for something more of a day trade, I would just say open up your hourly chart, add on this trend line here, and then just wait and see what happens. We're going to be looking at some type of event happening sometime before 8 o'clock Pacific time. So midnight, I think. Close to midnight for the East Coast crowd. This is what I'm looking at. Maybe even go over here to the 15-minute chart. Can I make this look a little bit nicer? There we go. And you're going to see some scalpers in here just trading the range to try to go higher. but expecting it to break out here, that's gonna be the big gamble for right now. Stretch that out a little bit. There we go. Because again, all-time highs are about $69,000. We're still fairly close to that. We're about $8,000 away. Am I glad spell token's finally pumping? Oh yeah, anytime a token that I own is pumping up, I'm really excited. But it's just that, you know, I don't plan on selling it for such a long time that it's just like, please keep on going up. That's all I want. You know, when I look at Ethereum or any of the other positions I own, like Fetch AI or even XRP and stuff like that, if it's going up, I just want it to go up more over time, because I'm not even close to selling any of my long-term assets, or my cycle assets, you might call them. I'm not even close to selling anything like that right now. Yeah, I know he's paying. And hey, Trev, happy to see you. I'm doing pretty well. Basically staying inside for most of the day. It's still pouring down rain. I think it's supposed to snow pretty soon, which is going to be kind of fun. But later on today, I'm going to take Loki out, and we're going to go play outside for a little bit here. Or maybe I'll just take him out tomorrow morning. I'm not entirely sure. I hate him getting wet, because what he'll do is he'll get wet. He'll run upstairs, shake off on my stuff, and then he'll jump in the bed, and he'll just roll up in my blankets. He's like, oh yeah, I'm wet, but I'm going to get dry. So I have to proceed to put all those blankets in the washing machine, and then I have to get new blankets out of the out of the closet, and then redo my whole bed. But he thinks it's like, oh, it's the best thing in the world. Let me get warm in the blankets after I'm done playing outside. And he has those really dirty paws from digging around. I can't sell my BGB. Is there a fix? It depends on the way you have your BGB. Like right now, I don't even have access to BitGet anymore. I have all of mine like in cold storage. But I know it broke $1, but I think I've scaled out about 50% of all my BGB. But you have to find a place that has that actually has BGB for you to sell. Because right now, like with me, I don't know much about BitGet anymore, because I used to work with them for a while. But when they got kicked out of the United States, I just stopped working with them, because I was like, well, most of you guys are America only, and, you know, I'm not going to know how to do much of it. I don't want to do a VPN for it. It's too much of a hassle. You know, I might work with an exchange eventually that requires me to have a VPN, but I'm going to have to put it in big, bold words or something in the description saying, hey, this is for my viewers outside the States or something, right? I think they max credit cards and buy pay now later as maxed as well. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame. I remember I just paid off my credit card a couple weeks ago, and I think, you know, I was surprised because I had recently got the credit card, I think like a year ago or something like that, and all of a sudden, hey, congratulations on paying off your credit card. I just, you know, a few $1,000 off. Like, we're gonna add an extra $5,000 as a line of credit, and I was like, I could totally see how people are just getting a lot of credit, and then they're just like racking it up again and again and again. Credit seems to be flowing to people pretty easily these days, which is kind of a surprise, you know, especially since, you know, I guess, no, banks have a lot of loans they can take out. So maybe if they extend credit lines, perhaps, how do I say it? Perhaps it justifies them taking more and more loans, which they can put towards, you know, making more and more money. Oh, and hey, Ty, hope you're doing well, my man. And if you guys can, please make sure to hit that like button. I know things aren't as exciting as they were yesterday, but right now we're just looking for a breakout that can make things go back up a little bit. I'm hoping we actually don't break down from here, because that leads us down to $60,000, which is going to be a little bit more scary for a lot of people. And hey, Farhan, I'm doing pretty well. What's today's cigars? I'm not smoking a cigar today. I'm taking it easy from cigar smoking for today. Today's Thursday. I will be streaming live. Tomorrow I'm streaming later at night, so it's not going to be like a 3 o'clock stream like it is right now for me. I'm going to be streaming a little bit later, maybe around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and I'll be streaming for a few hours. Then I'll smoke a cigar, but it's just going to be an average cigar. I'm waiting to smoke a couple of my Cubans when we break above $69,000, because I'm going to try to find a way to multi-stream on both X and YouTube if I can, and I'm going to see how that works out. I'm not entirely sure if it will, since I stream on 4K to YouTube. I don't know if I can stream to 4K on Twitter, or if it will downsize it to HD for you guys to be able to see what's going on. Regardless, I think that's fine. I may do a stream just on Twitter, though, eventually. That may be kind of fun, maybe a Sunday stream type of thing. But I'm not sure. I'm going to try to grow my followers more. And I'm going to try to do some solo streams over there. About what, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, we may just have one that's mostly about altcoins and having a good time looking at that type of stuff. But regardless, it should be fun. I see more people trying to stream on Twitter, but I don't see many people actually watching the videos. So maybe my style of stuff will do okay over there, and I can get some people to watch my videos because I stream for a while, you know. So that gives the algorithm time to say, hey, there's this guy over here. He's streaming. Should we promote him? He's like, no, not many people are clicking him just yet. You know, with YouTube, I don't think you guys know this. Like as you guys get more vocal and talk more on YouTube, and you guys comment with like the 4 or 5 word comments and stuff like that, over time, YouTube starts to promote my videos more as I go because I've been streaming for hours and hours lately. Let me actually show you this very fast. If I can show you. I don't know if the data is still there. Shorts, not shorts. Maybe this one, which is 5-hour stream. No, it doesn't show the data the same way. Oh, here it is, yeah. Right? So as I was going live for longer, the people just kind of kept on building and building and building, and it kind of grows and grows and grows. I think I need to do a few longer streams for everybody. I think that'll work out a little bit better. However, I gotta have the time to do that. I gotta have the time to do something like that. It's a little bit more difficult than I thought to talk for like hours and hours and hours. I haven't done it in such a hot minute. But I'll be smoking a good old cigar tomorrow, most likely. It'll be something simple. I don't need to go fancy tomorrow. Something simple. Is there a way to tell how much Bitcoin Coinbase has on its books? You could try to find their wallets, because, you know, if you go to, like, if you search for the top 100 Bitcoin wallets, you'll be able to find Coinbase's wallet there. But typically, that'll usually just be for Bitcoin and not all the other crypto assets they have. You might try to see if there's an article about it, but they don't necessarily happen all too often, and not many people are very specific about it. I don't know if there's a website out there, but I would bet there might be. There should be maybe one website for all the Robinhood stuff, for the Coinbase stuff, crypto.com stuff perhaps. I'm not entirely sure though. See, and hey guys, yeah, I mean, it really depends on what you want to do, I guess, with the income and stuff like that, whether you want to get out of it now, hold it for a little bit longer, or if you just want to like get out, be done with it, and that way you don't have to worry about it anymore, then you can kind of focus on other stuff. When it comes to Dogecoin, it definitely does have its like good moments and its bads, and we finally saw some good moments here, but you know, it really comes down to what your strategy is like for your exit strategy at this point. You could just let it sit and hold it until it hits 15 cents. Right now it's at 11 cents, close to 12 cents. You can be like, hey, I want a 13.5, I want a 15, but I'll take 12 or whatever. It's really up to you. Because at the end of the day, if you need the money, you need the money. And you could always put that to your taxes too. But you want to make sure you have a record of that type of stuff. And popping in really quick, what's your thoughts on going up or down? What do you mean by that? Like, are we going to go up or down? Right now we're trying to consolidate, but the overall feel like is like we want to come back down here towards like $60,000, maybe $59,000. Because Bitcoin's just trying to find its footing right now. Because of the way that Bitcoin crashed yesterday off of the Coinbase news, Bitcoin kind of gave itself a wide support level, a little bit more wider than we would enjoy. So, you know, if I zoom out here on this 15-minute chart, you'll see. Oh, let me go to the 1-hour chart. You'll see what a catastrophe we kind of had. So we kind of have this support level right down here on like $59,000. At this point, I'm hopeful that we can try to break back out. But, you know, normally without the bulls coming back in here, because the 4-hour charts are pretty bearish at this point, we would see us come break down, try to bounce, and then dip back down here. And that's where things might get a little bit more scary. And that's where we might come all the way back down here towards $57,000. That would be the bad scenario here. Right now, though, we're trying to hold this huge swath of area, which kind of starts from like $60,000 all the way down here to $58,500. It's like a $1,500 level right there. We just don't want to break down below. Anywhere we kind of go in here, I'm fine with that. Excuse me. But at this point in time, it's going to take some heavy buying to get us to break back out here, then go much higher. I would say that's probably not the most likely scenario right now, just because on the 4-hour chart I see a little bit more bearish activity popping up, where I think we want to test out some of these support levels around $60,000. But from there, I think we have another opportunity to actually have that breakout that may take, that may not happen now, but it may happen probably Saturday or Sunday. So we might just be looking at a little bit of consolidation. My only fear here really isn't that we break down out of this little pennant here. That's not really my problem. My problem is what happens to altcoins if we do go back down to $60,000. Will they have like a 6% drop, a 10% drop, and then will they all of a sudden come soaring back? Because as long as Bitcoin's consolidating day by day, it will give altcoins opportunities to have those random parabolic moves. Because, every day that Bitcoin's going sideways, looking for a breakout or looking for something, altcoins themselves are still playing out in their own patterns. And if they break out of their pattern while Bitcoin's just kind of going steady, that's a great opportunity for a lot of people to hop back in, which is something that I think we all just have enjoyed seeing over the last few days, especially because, finally we saw some things. Well, let me go over here. Let's get rid of the smart money concepts here. There you go. And let's get rid of the moving average. Daily chart. Auto. Throughout this whole process for Bitcoin, we've been able to see Dogecoin finally have a nice move. Ape token finally having some nice moves. XRP it's getting there. XRP starts to have that breakout, but we're getting closer and closer and closer. And of course, some of those other plays like Solana making a new high here relative to where we've been over the last few days. Matic trying to do the same thing. That's a cluster. Let's get out of that. And then what's the other one? Not AI tokens. That's not what I wanted to talk about. Bonk. There you go. Things like Bonk trying to go back up towards those all-time highs here. So as long as we have those opportunities, I'm pretty happy. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these things start to consolidate. Remember, I told you guys I wasn't buying altcoins a few days ago when Bitcoin was going up because I thought, hey, maybe they need to consolidate a little bit. And so far, some of them have consolidated. Fetch AI decided to go up a little bit more. Ajax has been consolidating. Wild has been consolidating. RNDR has been consolidating, and GRT has been consolidating. I'm waiting for them to have a larger breakout, then maybe I'll day trade that. But I mean, for heaven's sakes, these things have been having some crazy moves as of late. Where think of GRT, which is a higher market cap, just from this last little breakout that we pretty much had. That breakout currently is about up around 80%. RNDR after its breakout, which happened over here, it's currently up 80%. Wild token after its breakout, which I guess is probably around here somewhere, it's up 165%. So I mean, there's some monster moves that have happened. I'm staying away from some of these plays, but things like an XRP that maybe haven't moved up quite a bit, I'm going to be patient and watch some of these things. Even things like Dogecoin, like XRP right here, you can see relative how far lower it's down compared to a lot of other assets out there, correct? So, this type of stuff, I'm looking to see if these can have surges. Not everything is there, like BNB. You kind of have to go down the list and see. Maybe AXS still has some opportunities to run up. Arbitrum has an opportunity if we can just get this breakout here. I'm watching a lot of this type of stuff. But I'd like to see a confirmed breakout because we've tried a few times with a lot of different altcoins. And basically with Bitcoin getting smacked down yesterday, unfortunately, with Coinbase, which I think everything's back up and running. Everything's back up and running with Coinbase. Not everything has been able to recover from such a drastic move, unfortunately. And so we're still consolidating through some of those larger events. But again, a lot of these tokens, they're still doing great. They're hitting these levels of resistance. Some are flat out breaking through. And that's all we can really hope for here. But some of those things that haven't moved up, I don't know, Jasmy's definitely moved up, hasn't it? Pendle's moved up. Injector's moved up. XLM. Something like an XLM. This has more room to run. UFO token has a little bit more room to run, but it looks like it already gave up a lot. Theta is already up quite a bit. Sushi is already up a lot. STMX has a little bit more room to run. Spell token already went. Shiba Inu going up now. So, not everything has the prime real estate that we were hoping for, not what we were hoping for, but what we want. Because we already started to buy some of this stuff a few weeks ago, and we're like, now it's kind of gotten to the level where like, do you want to buy more? Do you want to sell, or do you just want to wait? And I'm just like, I guess I want to wait. I guess I want to wait to see what happens next. There you go. But a lot of altcoins will be led basically on off of what Bitcoin does here, whether we can have a nice breakout or if we continue moving down towards $60,000 and test out some of those support levels. Regardless, I think you are going to see a lot of people try to buy around that $60,000 level, though. I think I'm the only one that wants to go down so I can accumulate more. The diamond life, there are lots of people like that, but man, sometimes it just doesn't want to go down as much as you think. I was really hoping that Bitcoin would go back down towards 49,000, 48,500 before this next move up. And nope, it broke down a teeny bit, but nothing was able to happen. I was just like, oh, I got left holding some powder as far as Bitcoin's concerned. Luckily, I was able to double down on my altcoin positions before then. But I tell you, I wanted to own more Bitcoin just because it's Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin. We all love Bitcoin. Oh, hey, Bob, happy to see you. To here. I have some old Gurkha Platinum Louis the 13th. I need to smoke one. Though I think I've seen those ones before. I've never had a Gurkha cigar though. I think I've seen them in the stores, but I know the Louis ones, I think they're a little bit more pricier. I'm about to smoke a black and Betty purely out of curiosity how the caps are sweetened. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've had a sweetened cap before. Holding until $1 is more of an achievement. Hold. Hey, some people, holding for $1 is a long time. It takes a long time to hit that dollar. I was hoping Dogecoin would hit $1 in 2021, but no. But that, that's why I started selling off my Dogecoin when it hit 50 cents. I was like, you know what? I just should lock in some of these profits. It can go higher, I'm sure. So it did go higher eventually, right? But I don't know. I was kind of freaking out about it. I was like, this is kind of parabolic, and I'm not good at parabolic types of tokens, And to be frank, we really haven't had a Dogecoin type of coin pop off yet. So I don't think altcoin season has truly started yet. But we haven't had that token come around that says, "Oh my gosh, we're going to be loading up on this and so forth." I don't know. I feel like there's been tokens that have been popping off, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if we know one that can go absolutely parabolic just yet, where, over the next few months, we can be looking at something going up like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000%. I'm excited to see whatever that may be, and I'll cover it for sure, but I don't think the community has honed in on one specific token that's like, oh yeah, this is it. And again, this is one of the reasons I was hoping that Robinhood would actually add on another token to their account, but maybe Robinhood doesn't have the influence it once did because they are just unable to get more tokens, and it really sucks to deal with Robinhood these days anyway. I'll just buy more. And hey, I'm very happy to see you, my man. Is Cause on my watch list? I think it's on my, I don't have any, but I know it's on my watch list for, I think, coinmarketcap.com, I believe. VAR hasn't done much yet. Oh, then there you go. There's an opportunity for you. Remember, this, as long as the market cap is pretty realistic, you're usually pretty fine to wait for it. I just be careful when you have those very, very low market caps. But really, anything above $200 to $300 million right now is usually in a pretty good spot. A lot of the stuff that we were buying at $300 or $400 million market cap, they're all up around $1 billion market cap right now. Like when it comes to stuff like Fetch AI or I don't even know what's going on here. Yeah, Fetch AI, we're up 120% off of this right now with a 2x leverage. We bought this 122. Bought it at a $464 million market cap. Now it's at 1.2 billion. A lot of that stuff is kind of ride up. So now it's just like all of my old watch list that I have. I have a few of them, like the low market cap watch list. I don't own any. I don't own all of these tokens. but like low market cap watch list. Here you go. You know, Nexo is now up to 771 million. Golem is now up to 370 million. That's still low market cap. But you go to the last 90 days, you know, up 76%, up 53%, up 37%. That's Raven token. I don't own that one, but a lot of you guys have been interested in that one because of how long it's been around. Harmony's up 82, Audio's up 50, Ray is up 180%, Uma is up 111, CFG is down 4%. This one hasn't performed well. RLC, you guys know I own that one. That's up 172. Tribe is up 42. SYN is up 160. PYR is up 11, 12. Baby Dogecoin's up 12%. Huobi token is down 60%. I don't know what happened to Huobi. Is Huobi going through some shit that I just don't know about? I'll come back to it in a second. Telecoin is down 16. Secret's up 69. BLZ's at 46. Spell token's up 138. MLV's up 49. Poly is down 25. But you can see most of this stuff is pretty darn green. You got some red over here, like a Astraffer, Energy Web token, Argo. But then you go back over here, up, down, up. Kind of neutral here, but down, up, down, up. Oh, 849% for Trust First. Wow. 900% up for this, but this I don't see a market cap here, so these are very tiny market caps. Yeah, very, very tiny market caps. So if you guys weren't being too risky and you guys were dealing with market caps that were kind of around 100 to 200, you seem to be doing okay. If you guys are in those lower market cap ranges, though, you saw a little bit more risk, but you also saw, it looks like, some really crazy opportunities for high rewards, which definitely makes sense, but you got to be lucky enough to put enough money in there. So overall, some solid moves happening here with the low market crowd. The other ones, the ones that I told you guys about, I think about a couple months ago, saying buy during the dumps. Can I figure out when I changed stuff up in this or no? No? Okay. Well, basically, in the last 60 days, Internet Computer's down 5%, Solana's up 25%. This is basically every time Bitcoin dumps, I like to buy these tokens. You know, it's pretty simple. Fetch AI is up 117, World Token's up 100, Ajax is up 122, ELF is up 11, RLC is up 140, ONT is down 13% over the last 60 days, and Fallen Network is up 45%. So overall, pretty good return, but it's not 100%. But I don't care about being 100% right. I just want to be I want to be right most of the time. That's how you make a living off of this shit. But yeah, so things are going pretty well on this. The other ones, that coins that haven't popped yet, I mean, I would have to assume that the majority of these coins have popped. Yeah, I mean, Hello Labs. This one's been pretty interesting. So I don't own Hello Labs, but I like the concept of it. It's been going down quite a bit, and I wonder I wonder if they were paying influencers in Hello Labs tokens for doing some of the work, and I wonder if they're just selling off large portions of their cryptocurrency, right? Because if I go over here to their website, Hello Labs is like a knockoff of Shark Tank. So it's like Shark Tank, but for crypto. And then, like, I don't know if you see the show, like, can you see this? Yeah, there you go. See how they have like really cheap chairs, and then they just have this really ugly warehouse with lights, and they put in like CG right there. It's weird. It's very, very weird. However, you know, it's like a beginning show, right? So they're getting there. They're getting there. It's kind of a work in progress. And because they have to pay, you know, Crypto Wendy and Scaramucci and all these other people, you know, they have to pay these people. I'm assuming that those people are probably getting paid in part with the Hello cryptocurrency, and they're you know how do I say it? They're selling that cryptocurrency to get return on their investment, right? Which was their time and, you know, getting down there and so forth. I think that's what's going on. Or the company's using it for some type of liquidity event to like pay for more stuff. I don't know. But you can see their bare budgets thing, but they weren't able to go trending. Episode 4. Read more. Digital security. I feel like these aren't real pictures of the people. It feels like Scaramucci's head really maybe it's that big, I don't know. It feels like that guy's face looks fake as hell. Like they added some weird contrast to it and some like a tad bit of blur. It could be them, but it just feels so off. I don't know how to understand it. I'm not a photographer. But they literally have projects on like Self Crypto, Jira Wallet, and basically, I bet these people pay to get on the show so they can get publicity for their cryptocurrency and stuff. It's very, very weird. It's very, very weird. Can I check Jasmine? Oh, hey, Alentime, happy to see you. Jasmine hasn't really done much here. There you go. It's still consolidating after that last breakout. I know we talked about buying this here, but ever since then it held, brought up support. Right now it looks kind of weak and it looks like it wants to come all the way back down, maybe towards 0.0187 at least, to really come into contact with some of these next levels of support. Ultimately, it still just started breaking out. If Bitcoin can find some support here and not break down over the next few hours, then you might anticipate this continuing to go higher, and then you're going to pull back a little bit here. And then you can anticipate it going back up here towards 0.028, which is, pretty significant climb. After that up here, of course, around 0.05. Right now, though, let it cook for a little bit longer. Or wait for some type of breakout to occur, which would be something like this. That might happen, though, after it comes back down one level, consolidates, and then ramps up. I'd kind of wait for that type of move to play out. Going on a shorter time frame here, though. You can see it just made a new dip right here over the last few hours. Yeah, give it some time to break out. I'm looking at some of the support levels over here, and you can see where we're trying to find support over here with that trend line. The next one is really right down here around 0.01878. After that, you come all the way back over here, but I don't think we're going to fall all the way that far down unless there's some type of liquidity grab. But really, around the 0.0188 level, I think you're in a decent spot for buying in. Or around that level, you don't have to wait for it to fall down that much. There you go. Because again, all we want to see is Bitcoin kind of whoosh, break out from here, and we'll be in a lot better position. But if it doesn't, then we're going to be freaking out a little bit more. Listings imminent. Oh, as far as what? It's MOG token, Michael. It's been parabolic. What? It's been MOG token. It's MOG token. Oh, are you talking about meme tokens and whatnot? Let me see. MOG token down 18% today. $135 million market cap. Pretty much just cooling off after a really nice rally. Yeah, so there you go. You got a couple right there. Opportunities. You can't buy it on many exchanges that I see for me, like maybe MEXC, but I don't even know if I can get... No, I can't get to MEXC anymore. I can't get to Albank either. Jesus, so many blockages, one for me. But yeah, so for some of you guys that have access to this, maybe on Uniswap or something, there's a MOG token here. It's up 622% in 1 month. That looks very, very good. Hopefully it comes back down so people have an opportunity to buy more of it. And somebody else had another token there, Turbo, the AI meme. Yeah, this is another low market cap one, $44 million market cap. It's up around 69% so far today. That's a really nice move. So you're seeing a lot of stuff get pumped up right now, especially after doing nothing for a whole month and all of a sudden, boom. Oh yeah, it has had a pop-up moment before, but it came back down a little bit here. So careful with them. Always be careful when you see tokens like this, but as long as you guys are not, tossing in the kitchen sink and everything to buy some of these, a small amount of money can turn into a large amount of money. That's the whole goal of getting into these meme tokens and whatnot. Anything else moving up today? So Bonk is still up 22%, Decentraland is up 16%, Leo's up 11%, and Sand is up 10%. Fetch AI is up 9%, and Bitcoin's up 9%. So we're still seeing some smaller moves. It looks like in the short term, though, Mana still seems to be making some larger moves. Oh, yeah, this is the 15-minute chart. Here's the 5-minute chart. How do I... There you go. Yeah, Mana still seems to be doing fine. Anything else here? Fetch AI is making a comeback, and ASX. We just talked about ASX a few seconds ago. About how it has an opportunity to make a run up. So it is starting to make a run up here just more recently. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, there it goes. It's going to try to make a run back up here towards $10 or so. I'm all in for that. Let's see. Most AI tokens, except for Fetch AI, are coming down quite a bit today, consolidating. Not crashing, just consolidating, but they've run up so much. No, I mean, we're starting to see some moves here. I wouldn't call it a lot, but maybe if I go over here to the second page of coinmarketcap.com, I can find some more. No, these ones aren't moving up as much. Let's go right here at the top. Last hour. ALT is up, CELO's up, GMT, Metis, and Audio. Audio is pretty good, but I don't think I've ever traded this as far as like trade. I just kind of buy it. Yeah. Coinbase, BMEX, and stuff like that. I think there are some ways to trade it, even Kraken. Yeah. But all I got is Coinbase, so there we go. Yeah, so that's a pretty good breakout though. This is the daily chart though. Alright. We gotta be patient with Bitcoin. We really want to see this continue to go higher. Oh, Binance token is down 4%, so that's something pretty interesting. Most stuff is actually doing okay. See on the right hand side, most stuff is doing okay. You got a few things like Pepe token, and Pepe token rallied up so much that of course it's gonna take something of a breather. Yeah, let me go to the daily chart. You know, it's okay to take a breather right there. There we go. Yeah, open this up while I wait for the consolidation to work itself out. There you go. And hey, KHBD, I appreciate the follow. Thoughts on the Pi network? I've given up on the Pi network. I have Pi token. If they ever do anything with it, I'll be there to sell it. But until they do something with it, I've kind of just given up on them. I don't even bother wasting my time getting more Pi tokens anymore. They just haven't done anything. You know, I tried to do KYC on myself, and it just kept on glitching out, saying, "Hey, you need to do KYC. You need to do KYC." And I've already done like 10 times, so I just really gave up on it a long time ago, like over a year ago now. I know about it. Yeah, I'm hoping they do something. Like I said, I got like 10,000 Pi tokens. But really, nothing has ever come from it. I feel like they try to charge ads on the app so they can just make money off of it. But I haven't seen progress, and that's all I really like. When I see a crypto token, when I invest in a crypto token, and in this one, I'm investing my time, not necessarily my money. When I invest my time, I want to see some type of return for my effort. And coins that I'm not sure are going to be turned back into, that I'm going to be able to, sell for money. I don't find a profit off of those just yet, or I don't like them. Right now. What exchange would I recommend for crypto trading in the United States? I have a couple links down below if you want to try those ones out. One is Fairdesk and one is BYDFi. They're both really good. They both offer leverage trading and they both offer paper trading, which I really enjoy. I would say it's mostly an aesthetic thing, like which one do you think looks a little bit better? I find that Fairdesk runs more contests and types of cool events. Maybe BYDFi will do more of that in the future. But if you like to be part of trading contests and get, maybe a sliver of some winnings or something, Fairdesk is probably the place I would choose. If you're just more into like relaxing trading and, you like the modern kind of feel of it, you may go with BYDFi. Zill hasn't moved either. It might get an opportunity for it to move up a little bit higher. And hey, Arona, happy to see you from France. CRV, can we see a breakout soon? It hasn't been doing anything. CRV. Oh, yeah. It had a false breakout here. It looks like it just came crashing back down in December. Yeah, it had a breakout. Didn't really do much. It looks like it's had one breakout since then. Let me go to the daily chart here. Yeah, you had a short-term breakout here and you had this aggressive downtrend. That was a buying opportunity, and so far it's moved up there. As far as maybe this larger breakout that you're talking about from here to here. Would I look at that one? Would I look at something else? Honestly, I'd focus more on this breakout opportunity. You're kind of buying at a low point in the price action history, like a very low point. Back over here in 2022, it got up to $6, 663. You're probably looking at this as far as like a longer term play, where you're hoping that you can just get back above that 50-day week moving average, and then try to get back up here towards 81 cents, and then make a push up here towards those next levels of resistance, which would be $1.27 and $1.62. But right now, it really hasn't been doing much. It might catch up over the next few weeks, but momentum really isn't on this thing's side. So you're probably going to be holding this for a while before it tries to make this larger breakout, because it might just end up being something like this, where it kind of looks like it's going up, but it's really taking like 2 steps up, 1.5 steps back, getting grinded back down over and over again. You're probably going to have to see this happen again. But once it breaks out, I think things will probably get a lot easier, and then you can really start to tackle some of those larger profits and some of those larger gains. But this type of breakout, it's not going to happen for at least a month or something. So you're going to have to let it cook. Give it some time. There you go. Oh, I was wondering why my computer was running so slow. I got some editing software here. That should speed things up quite a bit. Hopefully. What's my thoughts on Helium Mobile? I like it as a long-term hold. What's my thoughts on copy trading on Fairdisk? I think it's fine. It's legit. My big qualm with it is, I think when I was doing it, depending on how much money people had when they followed me, they could hold on as long as I could, or sometimes they wouldn't be able to match my trades. So I stopped doing it for a while, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it into long-term holds. So I'm going to basically buy $20, 10 or $20 a day in a bunch of altcoins a day, and see how that goes. Well, not a day, but like once a week, we take a larger dip. I'm going to buy $10 worth of Solana, $10 worth of Bitcoin, $10 worth of Dogecoin, and so forth. And I'm going to have those with a 5x leverage play. And that way people can have a long-term portfolio they can grow. And what I mean by that is, what I was talking about is, this is the issue that I see with a lot of copy trading platforms. So for me and a lot of other people, like if you do copy trading, you can copy another trader, but you guys don't always necessarily copy my leverage, or you guys don't copy my entire position. So if I have a $500 position, right? If you guys don't have $500, it might not actually allow you to make the trade. If I do a $100 position with a 5x leverage, right? You guys may do a position, but you guys may have it set to do 20x leverage. So if it comes down a few percent, your position gets liquidated, mine doesn't, but eventually it works out. And so I've seen this huge discrepancy where some people have made money following me on copy trading and some people have not. And so right now I'm going to try to make it easier by just turning it into a long-term thing, because something I've noticed is, you can only see somebody's history maybe the past few weeks or so. And so there's a guy there that he runs the channel. What's the guy's name? Crypto Bacon. Yeah, this guy, Virtual Bacon. So you can tell he's been making his people a little bit of money right now. You can see his positions are up $2,800 or so. Last 90 days, it's up $18,000. But when you look at the people that have been following him, like the copiers, and you'll see this of mine too, copiers, you'll see that this like one guy that's following him has lost over $13,000. If you've been following him for a long time, it looks like you're not really making money. So 159 days, lost $13,000. 156 days, you lost $400. But this guy that's only been following for 40 days, he's up $400. This guy's lost $3,000. The people that have been holding for a long time, this guy lost $27,000. This guy lost $14,000. If you're holding for a short amount of time, you're fine, right? This guy, 148 days, lost $500. So, like, you make good money up until the day where, like, he destroys his entire portfolio, and then the entire portfolio gets, like, everybody involved. So, like, maybe I can go over here. trying to find like a longer distance one. No, I don't see any longer ones right here. Days are following. No, I can't sort from. This guy's lost $3,000. Trying to go for like the longer times here. This guy's up $916, which is pretty good. This guy's up $8,000 or $7,000, which isn't bad. It really depends on how you guys have all of your settings and stuff. So yeah, so you got to be a little bit careful with it. For me though, I think I'm just going to do long-term trades on it and let it kind of sit. That way, because I've been talking with some of you guys seem to like this portfolio so that I do, where I just kind of blow it up on some tokens, not all tokens. And then from there, you know, I'm just building you guys a nice portfolio that will go up more and more and more. It will be something of a, you know, I'll sell it basically when I think altcoin season is pretty much over. And then it's, you know, it'll just do well because, you know, you're buying low, selling high, you're giving it lots of time. But there are times when the copy trader is doing very, very good, and all of a sudden, boom, everything just turns really, really bad because of the way the stop loss system works inside of it. Binance or Fairdesk, I don't have access to Binance, so I cannot tell you about it at all. First time transferring coins to hardware wallet, bro, nerve-wracking. Am I the only one? It's nerve-wracking, but basically what you have to do is you just have to test it. There's like more fees involved for withdrawing on your exchanges, but you know, like there are still times where I test out. If I'm putting like a decent amount of money there, I will do $100 test transfer. Once that goes in, I will have the same address, everything ready to go, and it works out fine. One of the things that I like about exchanges nowadays is they have these address savers. So like if I go over to like my Fairdesk account or something, I have saved crypto addresses with regular names. Like this is one for wallet A, wallet B, wallet C, so forth. And I can just click on that, and I know it's all going to work out, and it automatically goes to the right ERC20 Tron network. You know, it has everything already saved, which saves my life. Saves a lot of my time and a lot of my worries here. Oh, and hey, Carl, happy to see you back. No such thing as being late. I'm actually early, I would say, here today. Living the dream. What do you call it right now? It's just relaxing and chilling out as we kind of wait for Bitcoin to try to make a higher move here. But even now, we're having a little bit of struggle just getting back up to this level, maybe 62,000 to break out. We still have to climb up a little bit more because, again, if we start breaking down here, then we're heading back down towards $60,000 at least, and you'll see a little bit of a spooking moment from the altcoin market. Let's just call it that. But again, we just started a new trading day as far as like, you know, the candles are concerned. At this point, you know, it's anybody's guess what we're going to be doing here today. I'm hoping we're going up. Now we can maybe see some of these AI tokens have a positive day after retracing a little bit today. Or yesterday, you get the point I'm trying to make. Let me see. I don't know if there was any big news today. Just in, Tim Buckley to step down as CEO of $7.2 trillion asset manager Vanguard. Last month, Vanguard banned all Bitcoin ETFs from their platform. Not keeping up with anything else. The ETF trading volume surpasses $4.69 billion today. That's nice to see. Just in, Wells Fargo and Bank of America's Merrill begin offering Bitcoin's ETFs to clients. Okay. BlackRock now holds 151,000 Bitcoin worth over $9.46 billion on their spot Bitcoin ETF. So yeah, they're loading up a lot here. Maybe I can find the wallet for you though, so we can actually read the wallet. Nope, they don't have the wallet here. Just imagine when BlackRock starts to buy up Ethereum. Oh, it's going to be parabolic here. Oh yeah, I wanted to check out what's going on with Huobi token. Huobi token? I can't pronounce it properly. Man, all right. I'm still chugging lots of water today, or tea at this point. I was going through caffeine withdrawal, so I need to have a little bit more caffeine in my system. I don't know. They got a bunch of stuff. Claim HTZ, derivatives, European and American style options, spot. No, I don't know. I really wonder what happened to the token because it was doing fairly well for a while, but then it just started coming down pretty badly. Oh well. All right, let me go. Was there any big news here? Countdown to consensus. I thought about going to an event like this, but I've just never. I rarely find the need to do this type of stuff. I think I was supposed to go to NFT Las Vegas, but I don't think I ever went. I don't think I ended up. No, I got a free ticket, but I don't think I actually went. I went there. Yeah, I got a free ticket for a media pass, but yeah, I just never ended up going because it does cost money to go down to Vegas. It is a kind of a spendy thing to do. Bitcoin blasting towards biggest monthly gain in 3 years. That's for sure. Bitcoin is hitting all-time highs around the world. Beoble simplifies instant messaging for WhatsApp. So that's an ad. Yeah. Dogecoin bullish bets reach $1 billion. The tokens were up over 40% in the last 24 hours, continuing its rally as a beta bet on the blockchains they are based upon. Traders using prominent meme tokens such as Dogecoin and Bonk as an ecosystem bets for the respective blockchains Ethereum and Solana. Oh. Doge futures hit a record for open interest at $1 billion and indicative of the strong interest in the tokens. Nearly 70% of these bets were on the long side. That's nice. Traders are continuing to use prominent meme tokens as ecosystem bets of the respective blockchains, boosting Dogecoin's futures to set a record level. Dogecoins were up as much as 40% before giving back some of the gains in the past 24 hours. Rallied over $63,000. Oh, as Bitcoin rallied over $63,000 from $59,000. Dogecoin led strong gains among major tokens and significantly beat the broader CoinDesk 20 index, which is nearly up 7-8% in the same period. Well, that's because Dogecoin hasn't been doing much against the index for a while. Open interest, or the amount of unsettled bets on Doge futures, increased over 54% since Wednesday. CoinGlass data shows, setting a lifetime record of $1 billion in bets involving the token. So there's some bets being made on Dogecoin right now, which is pretty good. That uplifts the spirit here. Let me see. Go over here to CoinGlass though. I don't think I've ever been to CoinGlass. Cryptocurrency derivatives data and so forth. Faster, stronger, 20% off trading fees. Register OKX. Oh, it's just an ad. Funding rate 0.04%. Things are still looking pretty good. Link is up a little bit higher here though. That's a high funding rate for sure. Market cap. There we go. Options. Oh yeah. Yeah, everybody's getting really excited with what's going on right now. Typically when we get to some of these high levels, we kind of continue to rally on. So here, point less. Supercharts. Data. Oh, they have a bunch of data here. Grayscale investment holdings. So they have Ethereum, ETG, or to me Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Solana, Man, XLM, ZEC, LPT. I guess they have a little bit of this type of stuff. I don't know. Grayscale has still been selling off a decent amount of their holdings here, which is kind of surprising. They should just lower the fees and get it over with. But let me see if I go over here to I can only go to Grayscale. I can't look at the other ones. Bitcoin bubble index, stock to flow model. We can look at Bitcoin dominance here very fast. Can I just zoom in a little bit more? There we go. Yeah, it's relatively high right now. I think that's I think that dominance is pretty fair just because of how fast Bitcoin's been going up. but I wish I was able to see the data for not just Grayscale, but for other things out there. You know, like BlackRock. That seems to be the big one because they're continuing to add to their positions. It looks like BlackRock is just definitely overtaking Grayscale. Even though Grayscale is a good choice, BlackRock is doing a better job there. And hey, Sarad, appreciate it. The monthly candle just closed above the golden pocket. We most likely cool off and blast off. I mean, we definitely need to cool off a little bit here. It's just kind of how far down do we want to go. I would say it's either $60,000 or maybe we come all the way back down here to $58,500. If we go back to the weekly charts and I just take off a lot of this stuff over here, let's just do that. You know, go back in time a little bit. We do have some longer term supports right here around $59,000. So again, $59,000, $60,000, that's going to be a great opportunity just to sell, or not sell, to to be able to buy back at a little bit of support and hope that we go a little bit higher here. Now, for me, monthly chart here just opened up. You know, we could cool off a lot. Typically, once we're kind of in this rally mentality, we tend to just keep on going up, and it's just, you know, 1 month after another. Oh, go here. 1 month after another, we're going higher and higher and higher. I wouldn't call that, you know, out of the ordinary for what to expect. It's just that right now, I think we're all kind of hoping that, you know, we continue just to go straight up and we don't end up in some type of weird scenario like this where we just come back up and consolidate. I don't think this is the case. I think we're in a weird mix right now because eventually we're going to have to consolidate because, like, we're just so ahead of schedule. You know what I mean? We are so ahead of schedule. It feels off because, again, we still have, what, 51 days into the halving? If I go over here, stretch this out. Let's go here. So it looks like it's like Sunday, April 21st. Okay. Weekly chart. We are still ahead of schedule as far as when we're supposed to have this larger move. And I guess it's great, don't get me wrong, but like eventually we have to take some type of dip here, something to make this move seem a little bit more under control, not like totally getting out of, you know, well, no, we want an out of control market, but you know, this just feels like it's still not what we normally expect to see at this point in time. I thought we might be hovering around like maybe 40,000, 50,000 by now, not going up towards 61,000 and breaking, you know, what we went up to $64,000. It's absolutely insane how much, how far we've gone in such a short amount of time. I'm liking it. I love it. But man, eventually we're going to cool down and that cooldown is going to be miserable. But again, it brings me back to why how I normally decide to get out of markets. And this is what I've been trying to explain to you guys. So let me go back over here. I'm going to get rid of this pennant here just so my chart looks a little bit easier. Or actually, in fact, let me just go back over here. Let me just do a little bit extra work right now. Make my life a little bit easier down the road. So let me add on a couple SMAs. Open this up. Move my phone over here. Move my headphones over here. That should all work out. Okay. So now that I got a few SMAs, I'm going to make these the typical ones. You know, nothing special. I'm going to go with 20, green, and thick. Go over here to yellow, thick, and 200. And the last one's going to be that blue 50 that we already have. Okay. So typically, the way I look at the way, you know, long-term markets work is if I take away the 200 weekly moving average, you have a really strong buy when you have the bullish crossover right here, right? Bullish crossover, This is where you're like, okay, I might have missed the bottom, but I can still buy here and still be very happy with where Bitcoin goes over the following months and years. On the other side, when you see that death cross right here, it's like, oh no, we know it's coming, time to get out. We've had a good run, and let's see what happens next time. And, we come back down. Sometimes they're really, really bad like this, where we had like exchanges falling off cliffs and going bankrupt, and Sam Bankman-Fried and his debacle and whatnot. But again, golden cross higher, death cross lower, golden cross higher, death cross lower. I guess I can do this. There you go. A little bit of a longer term chart. No, that one. There you go. Death cross, golden cross, all the way back over here, golden cross. It goes higher, right? So the other way we look at this is on the daily chart. Every time Bitcoin hits an all-time high, so all-time high was hit over here, and we have a death cross between the 20 and the 50-day moving averages, I'm usually getting out of the majority of my Bitcoin around the next week or so. Okay? I can usually get out of a lot of it for the cycle, a lot of my trades. Another all-time high, I got out of a lot of my trades around here as well. I was not as heavy this time around because, honestly, this move to here was not anything like this massive move from all the way down, down here to up here. Regardless, what I was able to buy over here, especially in September, is when I really started to kind of like buy into cryptocurrency again. I was able to sell and make it still a very good profit here. You go back in time a little bit more. FedEx truck is here. Well, this wasn't all-time highs. This is all-time highs. You see the death cross happen right there. You get out and you're like, okay, wow, that was great. I feel bad for the guy that just bought Bitcoin at $17,000 here because I just sold out of all of it. You just clap your hands and you move on. But at this point, what I'm concerned about is we're moving so fast that I think we're probably going to see an all-time high and then a death cross. And then I'm going to be stuck in this weird position where I'm just not going to sell during that death cross. I'm not going to sell because it doesn't feel right. We haven't had that big move. And that's a big maybe here. Maybe we'll end up doing that. Perhaps not. But that's something where I'm like, I've been able to do this strategy a couple times so far. I think 3 times so far, and it's been working out fairly well. But what happens if we go and we break above, remember, resistance for us, or all-time high, is right up here, $69,000 basically. Right there. What happens if we break out above this and then we just have a death cross over here? We're going to have to see a massive surge well above this that keeps us going until $100,000, which is right up here. We're going to have to see that momentum keep on going on, which means I'm hoping we can at least consolidate for a while down here before making such a large and drastic move that takes us up towards all-time highs, $100,000, $150,000, however many we want to go to. If you guys have been listening to people on the news or crypto influencers, CNBC, Fox Business, you name it, if you've been listening to any of us out there, you guys will know that everybody has wild opinions about when exactly or how high Bitcoin can really go. For me, I'll be happy if Bitcoin hits $100,000 this cycle, although I bet it will go a lot higher because of institutional money. So maybe I would revise mine towards maybe $120,000 to $150,000. But still, we need to see that huge push when we break out above 69,000. To me, that will be like, okay, now everything's rolling on here. We'll find a slowdown during that slowdown for a couple weeks, while the 20 moving averages, while the 50-day moving average is catching up to the 20-day moving average. That's kind of when altcoin season really kicks off, and that's why we're still loading up on altcoins, frankly. But I would like to see a little bit of consolidation before we break out above 69,000. But again, I might have to revise my whole strategy because institutional money is forcing Bitcoin up higher and higher and higher. And even with the debacle we saw yesterday when it came to Coinbase, I want to stress this, people came back in and bought a massive Bitcoin dip when it was doing a flash crash and pushed it all the way back up above $63,000. And of course, we came back down a little bit more this morning. But, when you see an event like this where you're pumping up sky high and you crash, let's see if I can actually do the measurement here. When you crash $5,300 in about 15 minutes, Um, usually people buying back a little bit, but then we continue to fall over and over and over again until things start to stabilize a little bit. No, we didn't even have to stabilize. We just fell down a teeny bit and then just ride right back up, and we were back off to the races. To me, that's why I'm like, uh-oh, we're just going so fast. We're going so ahead of schedule, and I don't know how to react to it. I mean, I'm excited, don't get me wrong, but like at the end of the day, I'm just like, well, there's been a way that it's been done for a while. Institutional money is flooding the market, and I'm not entirely sure how to react to it. So, the best thing that I can be happy with is that I continue to buy assets, every week. I continue to dollar cost average here. If Bitcoin were to crash tomorrow, I would continue to dollar cost average into my favorite positions. And now I guess I want Ethereum to come down, because I know Ethereum will have an Ethereum ETF before the end of the year, hopefully by the end of this summer. And that will bring Ethereum above $4,000, and by the all-time highs, we may see Ethereum as much as $5,000, which would be absolutely insane. But it's just been moving so fast. I think Ethereum is up almost. I think it is up over 50% in the last 30 days. Okay, it's up 47% in the last 30 days. I bet if I said this yesterday, it was up 50% in the last 30 days. It's just mind-boggling how fast this stuff has gone. Solana's up 32% over the last month. BNB's up over 33%. We're still grinding higher. Dogecoin's up 50% in the last 30 days. Definitely outpacing things like XRP, Solana, BNB. Even it's even outpacing Ethereum here, which is kind of interesting. So, being patient and watching this, but we're going so fast. I gotta really be prepared if something wonky happens here, because altcoins aren't even close to all-time highs, which means we still have a long way to go, right? If we go back in time a little bit to maybe something like a Matic. This one had its own weird chart back in the cycle. Matic's at $1. All-time high for Matic was at $3. And just now we're finally starting to break out of some of these cycles. Although I would say when you're looking at a Matic here and you see this breakout, right? We just broke out a couple weeks ago. We're trying to go much higher. If you open up the log right here, we broke the downtrend a long time ago, and it's basically been patience for a larger move. And we just had the golden cross right here, which makes me pretty excited to see what happens next. Oh, okay, there we go. But again, these larger swings open up so many opportunities. Just broke out there. A level of resistance at 110, 125, 146, which matches up here, 173, then back up here towards all-time highs. But in theory, I would expect Matic to also make new all-time highs, in theory. And that might take us all the way back up here to 371 or as much as $5. I would say 374 maybe is a good high limit here, unless something really crazy goes on. I don't know if some of these larger market caps are really going to make it to crazy levels. I just honestly don't know, because of the way institutional money is flowing in Bitcoin. However, I think it's realistic that it cannot get all the way up to 571. I think that's realistic here. Which means, for a lot of us, we are still technically buying our altcoins at very low levels. What are some more recent tokens I can think of that's a little bit earlier than Matic? Maybe Mana, right? I know these are metaverse tokens and so forth, but maybe we can get back up here towards $6, and we're only down here at 63 cents, while Bitcoin itself is pretty close to all-time highs. A lot of these altcoins are lagging a lot more. STMX, you name it, it's lagging right now compared to its own all-time highs and where Bitcoin is, which means, eventually, we're going to have to see a lot of these altcoins make some really crazy moves. And, we're all going to be there for that. But let's hope we all chose the right ones that can have some of those parabolic moves. Do I think it's a bull trap? Not necessarily. Right now, it looks like we're just trying to consolidate to make another higher move up. If you want to get more bearish, I think we're going to have to start breaking debt back down below $59,000, $60,000. That's where I'd be a little bit more concerned. Like, okay, now we might have to have an extended pullback or we're coming back down for a little bit longer of a time. But we're not there yet. It might just happen on Saturday once the ETF markets are closed. That's when you might see a little bit more bearish activity. But right now they're buying up a lot of Bitcoin. But on the weekend, they're probably not buying up a lot of Bitcoin. So if I was a bear and I wanted to punch it to the bulls, I would strike on Sunday or Friday evening. One of the others. How much money do I think for copy trading? I mean, I'd be fine to start with $100 usually. It just depends on which copy trader you follow. Some copy traders have rules where if you don't have $1,000 or $500, you can't follow them. But for me, I don't have limits because I don't really care about that type of stuff. Hey, Ferron, anything about Crypto? I have no idea what about Crypto you would want to know about. Like, I'm not him. I'm not him at all. He has a whole different channel. If you do multiples of all-time high, Bitcoin can get to 200K top. Yeah, I mean, that's true, but I just don't expect type of things like that. I'm trying to be a little bit less excited about it. Something around $120,000, $150,000. That's something I'd be happy with. If it goes above it, by all means, I'll be very excited. But I'm not going to place price targets, above $150,000 right now. And I'll just, if it keeps on going up afterwards, I'll see. But I'm basically waiting for some of the signals that I wait for like every cycle. So it's nothing crazy. It happened on KuCoin as well, people are saying. Oh, what happened on KuCoin? Oh, let's see. Oh, hey, General Brennan. What's right here? Oh, never mind. I already talked about one of your things. Just bought some Crow Nice. Anything about Dude, what about Crypto? I'm probably going to ban you here in a second. Yeah, probably. Crypto. There we go. Yeah. Guys, I know other YouTubers, but I don't talk about them like that. And I don't know Crypto. He's kind of too eccentric for me. He's way too wild for me. Why do you think alts are lagging, Mike? Has it happened in previous cycles? Quite a bit, but like what they go through is a whole nother level of parabolic. So before I go there, Bitcoin's still consolidating. We're hoping for a breakout. That breakout can get us back up to $63,000, and that could be a turning point to get us back up to $64,000. We need to break out from here. Now, going over the other altcoins, there's so many altcoins now, Haram, that we didn't have back in the day, so that money is definitely split up a little bit further, I would say. But if you go over to something like an ADA, right? A lot of them came back way back in the day, 2018. They probably went down maybe a little bit more, but you can see really took off. And maybe it might be easier if I were to go over here to show you Bitcoin's chart on this one. Maybe monthly charts. Let's make this full screen. So Bitcoin decided to break out and really start going October of 2020. You're going to see a pretty decent similarity here. Okay. I would say it was lagging by behind a month, basically. Bitcoin went up, and then you saw it go up a little bit more. And then, when did we start to stop here? What, February? Oh, it stopped a whole month ahead of Bitcoin, but I guess that's why it had that last little pump right here. But basically, mostly everything, it usually goes on pace. But if we go from here to here, breakout is high, 371%, 3,000%. These moves are just a lot more. So far during this cycle, kind of depends on where you think we necessarily broke out here to start going higher. I might start off in October. I think that's probably a decent spot to start off with. October. We could start from the beginning of October since we kind of had this dip and rip, but Bitcoin's up 131%, ADA 158%. It's not necessarily going to that same parabolic level. There are things that maybe could be, like, we talked about the AI tokens and such, like Fetch AI, back over here in October, to low of October to the high. that 603%. It's this type of stuff that I think has the opportunities to really go much higher. So that means I'm still looking for tokens that can, how do I say it? That are still kind of under $1 billion market cap. Some of these have already gone up, but again, like Fetch AI, I think has over $1 billion market cap right now. But even the last, since Bitcoin really started to get going, it's already up 606%, and it's already, it's already at 1.3 billion. Right now, what I would do for some of you guys that are still looking for opportunities over the next 5 to 6 months. Sorry about that. Over the next 5 to 6 months, depending on how long this rally really wants to last, we may crash before Christmas. We never know exactly how long Bitcoin wants to go. But if I were to hide my head here, and you guys know the drill, go over here, we go through filters, we go to add filter, price. I usually like to be under a penny, but for now we'll just do $1 because a lot of stuff has gone up, frankly. Apply filter, and then you want to have the market cap. Let's say I want it to be under 500 million still. Apply filter, show results, put my head back up on here, and then we got a few. We got Ape NFT. It's moved up 54% the last 90 days, so we're not going to catch the bottom anymore. We're pretty much catching stuff that's already rallied up. You got Ocean Protocol. I bought Ocean Protocol a while ago. It's already up, like with a 2x leverage, it's already up over 100%, I think. Let me go over here to BYD5. Sorry for the burps, guys. Whoosh. I'm in a much better mood if I stay hydrated. I'm a much better mood when I stay hydrated. Yeah, Ocean with a 2x leverage that I bought it with, it's up over 171%. It's doing absolutely fantastic. My XVG with the 2x leverage, it's up over 111%. So, there's not as many, but these have definitely moved up. Oh, there we go. ZIL is doing fine right now. ZIL might be something, if you want to go through a lower market cap, you can. But basically, you just kind of go through here and it's like, okay, what can I see? Loop Ring, how's that one doing? Okay. You want to generally see a chart. I know you can kind of see them on the right-hand side. You want to see it going, like this. I have to do it backwards for you guys. Going up, slowly over time going up. This one right here, Golem, seems like that might be something to keep an eye out for. SafePal, maybe. Anchor, maybe. Anchor doesn't look too bad. Raven Coin looks like it's doing some work finally. VTHO looks like it's doing okay, although it ran up a lot over the last few weeks, so that's something. But the market cap is still so small. Audio Token, this one looks pretty good. I need to buy more of this. I have it on my watch list, as you guys can see, but I don't think... Yeah, I need to buy it on Coinbase. I don't think I can buy it on many other places. Artists deserve more. Take control. Sell your music your way. I'm curious to see if people are going to be trying to do this more and more. But I know Spotify is trying to do their own version of, any creator can put their music on our platform now, and it's not just the big dogs. So now a lot of people have exposure. But I don't know. It depends on who wants to sell it and stuff. But yeah, could be interesting to see how all this plays out. But again, mostly it's kind of a trade, buy low, sell high type of thing. Anything else though in here? Some of the names we know: Harmony, Meme, ZRK. I own Meme token right here. I think Meme. It hasn't been doing much here. No, this one's on Fairdesk, I believe. Yeah, I have Meme 2x, and it's up 26% so far. And again, not the most, but I started buying this back in December. I bought this December 21st, February 15th, and then February 16th. And you can see I bought it kind of around here. The average is right here. It's moved up higher. Oh, that's Bitcoin, excuse me. Meme token. There you go. Oh, I bought on the breakout, it looks like, basically 225. No, I bought down here. Yeah, I bought down here, and I bought up higher over here. So I bought over here, averaged down a little bit, and now we're kind of moving up higher. But it did make a move. So it didn't end up working out here. But I'm still going to be buying because, again, this is 2023. This isn't like 2018 or something. Rally to go to nice some highs. It still has a lower market cap here. Still looking at some good stuff. So something like a meme, I can see that going higher. ZRK hasn't really been doing much, but I'll keep my eye on it. Lower market caps below that, though, like below $300 million. Seller, I own some of that. I mean, a lot of the stuff I own is all small market cap on Fairdesk, because that's one of the reasons I have them, because I can get some smaller market caps. But like, I think I have Seller right here, SELR. Double check. SELR, yep, it's up 58%, and I've been buying that one. I bought that December 21st, January 1st, January 27th, and February 15th. And you can see right here. Average is only right there. My average is not all the way down here, the butt fuck nowhere. It's just like, hey, this thing probably still has more room to run. Let's see where it goes. So I'm still looking for those types of tokens right now. They still seem to be making me some decent money. But you can see last 90 days up 90%, up 40%, up 100%, up 51%, up 1,000%. You know, it's almost like you have to go down here to some of these really small ones, like under maybe 200 million, under 300 million. Let me go do that. Just replace that with 3. And those have the next potentials to go, you know, up a few %. But you're still at a very high risk level. That's one of the reasons where, like, if you look at my meme token, it's up 75%. What is it? Meme token. Yeah, it's up 26%, but I'm only up $60. Well, actually, I put a little bit more money than I probably should have in that one. But again, I was running out of places to put money into besides the larger market cap place. I was like, I need to put money somewhere. But still, you know, more money, you know, just kind of plugging in there bit by bit, seems doing fine. But if we put this to $300 million market cap, ID token's already up 114%. I don't think I have ID token on mine. I think I had it, then I sold it. Yeah, because ID token ran up so fast, I was just like, okay, let me get out of this. But ID token may be something some of you guys like. Mobile, Helium Mobile, I think we just talked about this a few minutes ago. It's already up quite a bit last 90 days, 1,000%. ICX up 12%. Economy. That one's at 50%. That may be interesting. Swissborg, this one could be interesting here. Coin 98, that's up 86%. So you go down here and then you gotta see, okay, what do I like? Something Alex Lab, you know, it's up 288%. Let's open this up. Hey, where can I buy this? Let me check out the website and so forth. You can buy it on BitGet, Mexi, KuCoin, Gate.io, and you know, I guess that's it. There's not really many things on here. And if you're lucky enough to have the access to that exchange, then you can buy it. For me, when it comes to Seller Network, like let me open this up here. You know, Binance, Coinbase, OKX, a whole bunch of other stuff here. You know, Fairdesk is probably here somewhere, but Rootstock, Infrastructure Framework, AMP. You guys know I own AMP, but it just now started to go big over the last 30 days, 40%. Anything else? Baby Dogecoin, Pond, Big Time. I own Big Time. I don't know what Big Time is up since I bought it, but I think it is. It's up 6% since I bought it. And I bought this January 1st, January 9th, and then February 2nd. It hasn't really done much for me. See? So Big Time. Let me do this. Let me go over here and add another $150 bet to Big Time because it hasn't really moved up much. I moved up my average quite a bit. But let's see where it goes. I don't have much money behind this one, so we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of how I've been looking at some of this stuff. S&T, again, you'll get kind of into that really high area. I'm like, I don't want to be doing too much. But Arc, Secret, stuff like this, you know, give it a shot. See what's working out for you. It doesn't take a lot of money at these levels to make you a lot of money. Just adding in like $20 or $50, you know, like I think I gave ChatGPT a question one time about this type of stuff. Okay. So let's say we want to do, what's a random crypto here? Spell token. Okay, spell token's at 149. It's also up 141%, so it's already gone up a lot here. But still. $50. 50. And you could always add more. Like you just saw I added $100 in here. Actually, let's do that $100. $100 from 150 million market cap to, you know, what's a relative high that we saw for an altcoin that necessarily didn't go crazy but did pretty well? All these market caps are going to go up. So let's just say to a $2 billion market cap. So this is, I would say, more in the lucky category. But still. All right. So ChatGPT is going to do the math and we can kind of follow along from there. All right. There we go. But hopefully that kind of, you know, when we do have those moves, they typically are going more, and we've already seen that. But to me, that maybe Bitcoin has to go up so much higher that altcoins really, you know, that's what gets the altcoins going. So, you know, okay, so if you were to do that, you know, you put $100 investment in a $150 million market cap, and that goes to $2 billion, not 30 billion, not 50 billion, not one of those crazy Dogecoin type of runs, but something that's just kind of more realistic. That $100, you know, would turn to about $1,300. If you wanted to go with the, let me see, $100 from 150 cap to 30 billion. If you wanted to go to something, if you got really, really lucky, that would sure change things up a little bit. But I don't, you could hope, you could dream, but until it happens, it's all going to be a dream. It was a dream when Dogecoin hit 50 cents for me, because I was like, oh, I can finally sell. Because I was trying not to sell before 50 cents. You know, so if it goes all the way up and you get really, really lucky, that $100 turns into $20,000. So when you think about that, like that crazy amount, that's something there. But I think more realistically, you guys should be expecting something to go from like $100 to $1,000. Something around there is like, it's a lot of money. But if you're doing that with multiple tokens, like let's say over the course of a bear market, you put $10,000 in bucks with, you know, $200 million market cap, because you're not going for a whole bunch of small stuff. Well, let's just say you had a portfolio here, $10,000 with 200 million market cap to, let's just go to a $3 billion market cap. So that means you got maybe one of them turned lucky, but the most of them were kind of average. All right. And that might give you like maybe a portfolio size type of event. I know not everybody put in $10,000 during the bear market, but you know, some of you guys actually I know did. Yeah, it basically turns $10,000 into $150,000. So I doubt some of you guys have only been putting in $100. If you guys put in $1,000, you know, maybe that turns into $15,000. You know, so $10,000, you know, it goes pretty well. But you kind of just dollar cost averaging and waiting. And that waiting takes forever. But you know, we're at least starting to see some of the glory behind it, some of the good stuff behind it. Am I available as a copy trader? Yeah, I'll try to, let's see if I can find my name here. I changed it. I'm going to go into long-term crypto now. How do I find my name? Let's see. It's called long-term investing. Long-term investing. I'll let you know when I start doing the trades, though. I might start this weekend. Hey, Ty, what happened to KuCoin? Dogecoin being in the mainstream brains, it's going to be possible to see another parabolic run, and it's always right after Bitcoin all-time high price discovery more. Dogecoin to $5, changed my mind. You're definitely going to see another push to get Dogecoin back above $1. Anything above that, I really have no idea, just because I suck at the timing of it. Hello, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Loki's having a good time here. There you go. Okay. I'm going to take him out in a little bit. It's just pouring rain still. But yeah, I think there's still lots of opportunities for tons of altcoins out there. It's just that the lower market cap tokens are going to have a much easier time than the higher market cap tokens. But, you know, a few months ago when I was, well, like a few quarters ago, remember I was talking about buying these altcoins for a long time. When I was buying all of this stuff, you know, nothing was really good happening. Now you see stuff good happening, but now we're not going to get back to those good old glory levels of buying opportunities. So now you just got to be a little bit more picky. I'm from Brazil. I use Fibonacci strategy and graph times. I would like to show you. I don't speak English. You don't have to show me anything, but you know, we use Fibonacci levels every now and again here, whether it's retracements, extensions, GAN levels, and stuff like that. Where we've used it all. And hey, Earth Radio, what's up, Michael? As always, oh, you got a new logo. Looks nice. It's good seeing you and hearing your daily opinion on the market. I appreciate that quite a bit. Let me know what you think about the market. I know you're probably one of the largest bulls among us. And hey, Tony, what's your thoughts on ILV? Wow, what a wick. Damn, we haven't talked about this in a long time. Look at, talked about the breakdown, the breakout. What a weird breakout that was. Let's see. And then I guess this breakout right here, but we weren't. This probably should have been sparked up there, but that's fine. Still managed to break above it. Okay. So it's definitely having a little bit more of an abnormal run, that's for sure, based off of what we saw the last few weeks on this sucker. However, let's go over here to the daily chart. Let's see what's going on. Oh, wow. What the heck happened? Is this from... Oh, this is from... Okay, this is from yesterday. Okay. Like I was saying with a few other tokens, out there they weren't able to recover from what happened with the Coinbase drop. This one seemed to have taken it very, very hard. So in that time frame when when Coinbase crashed, it looks like this caused ILV to crash down quite a bit. It came down a whopping 20% in 15 minutes. Yowza. So that's probably what you're seeing happening right now. People are just recovering and they're trying to get back into their positions because I bet all the longs got liquidated in a freaking heartbeat. Like, imagine having a cross account and just having a moderate position in this. It probably liquidated your entire account based on how fast it came down if you didn't have the proper risk management there. Yeah, just, oh, wow, that's absolutely crazy. All right. Now, as of this moment, it's still on a good trend. It's still over the 20-day moving average, which is pretty nice. And you just had a golden cross, which has definitely led to some larger moves. What I want to do is pop open here and see the momentum. Momentum is more mixed. I would say that's fine. Let me go over here to the 4-hour chart. Oh, yeah, definitely more bearish ever since this drop happened. It changed everything. I would be waiting for another breakout to occur before buying back into this. Hopefully you can find one maybe on the hourly chart or something similar to this. I know we can try to go off with some of these, but these ones aren't going to be pretty here from like the tie over here. This isn't going to be pretty. You can already see, yeah, it already broke out and didn't do anything there. I had to wait for the momentum to shift around, and then I would be happy to buy back in. You have a support level right now close to maybe 109.88. I would just call it 110. If you can buy around that level and use it as a support, I would say it's fine. If Bitcoin does decide to break down from here, you will see it break down below 110 though. And then we're going to be looking at that next level of support, That's going to be back over here on the 4-hour chart. That's going to be back over here again, breaking down below 109, 110. That would take you all the way back over here. Looks like to maybe 105 levels, this old level of resistance That's now going to be your support level here. So just be careful with it. I'd be happy to start buying back into this around $110, then buy again at 105, and then wait for it to have that reversal and continue moving higher. But it looks like this thing was just devastated by a little bit of the flash crash that was caused off of the Coinbase debacle. Yeah, wow, that thing has got hit very, very, very hard. There we are. Okay. Audience interesting. There isn't much out there for musicians yet, crypto-wise. No, I've heard of different projects in the past, but I don't think they've really done much. I hear about them every now and again when I go to different meetups around Seattle area. I think on my next meetup for Seattle is... I don't think it has anything to do with what I normally would do. RSVP. 63 people RSVP to this sucker. Oh my god, it's gonna be too many people for me to handle. Damn it. I don't like being to these events when there's I like the bear market because nobody shows up. And the bull market, all these people that just never done crypto before they enter in. And I'm happy to meet them because I'm like, welcome to the community. We embrace you. But inside I'm like, there's too many people. There's too many people. All right. So the next one I'm going to, it looks like in about 5-6 days here, March 5th. I'm going to be going to this Enterprise Web3 live discussion, food and drinks provided. They are always really good food. And then immerse yourself in the fascinating world of blockchain and Web3 at an exclusive evening event, Enterprise Web3. This engaging panel discussion is designed for professionals, enthusiasts, and newcomers alike to explore the latest trends and future prospects of blockchain technology and the Web3 revolution in enterprise companies. All right. I already got my ticket because I always get my tickets really early. But it's free, so that kind of makes it a little bit easier. But again, you know, some executive, some senior vice president from wholesale and innovation from T-Mobile, some director of digital transformation and blockchain for Microsoft, and then the U.S. blockchain market executive from IBM. I mean, these are some important people in the mainstream world of how these companies are going to be working with blockchain and Web3. So it's kind of interesting to hear what they're thinking about and what tokens they want to work with, you know. And so to me, that's a big thing because a lot of these companies have been looking to work with Solana. And so I've been buying more and more Solana as I kind of hear these stories. It hasn't been Ethereum, it's been Solana. So I'm kind of like keeping my ears open. Every now and again, Solana executives come to these events too to kind of share what's going on. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I think when I wouldn't call them executives, I would just say employees for Solana. I think there was an event actually. This one's how to get hired as a VC backup startup. I mean, I don't care about that, but I'm going anyway just to learn more. Barbecue. I don't think I've signed up for some of these ones, but I should. Can I go to previous events? I want to go to previous events. That's what I want to see. There's Binance employees here because, you know, Binance has a presence in Seattle. No, it's only upcoming events. I think these are Instagram photos, though. Yeah, because this was something else. I don't even know what. Oh, this is a long time ago. This is a very, very long time ago photos. Never mind. I'm looking at some of the people that I know they have aged significantly since then. But yeah, so those type of events are always going to be fun. And hey, Ave, I know Loki's having a good time. He's down here just staring at me. And hey, JLW, did Michael say he can't get into his Mexi earlier? I was driving through, but I heard my shit's on Mexi. Excuse me. I don't have access to Mexi in Washington State. There's no problem fundamentally with Mexi right now. Like, it's not like their servers are down or something like that, or they're crashing. No. I just don't have access as a person living in Washington State. Like, I don't even have access to use Kraken.com, right? I just don't have access to it. Loki, it's just a freaking FedEx driver. Yeah, relax. Loki literally just ran up to the window just to growl. He was like, "Rrr." Yeah, I made fun of you. Yeah. Now he's wagging his tail because I'm making fun of him. But I was like, don't be growling at the FedEx guy. We need him. He brings me everything. Oh, man. Mike, you should look at Vara if you want. If you let me know what you're considering its layer 1. Vara? Let me see. I wonder if I can. Let me go over here to one of my things here very quickly. No, that's the wrong email. This is just another Google account. TF Labs. Let's see. Top barbecue. Maybe I use a different, what do you call? I use a different email. Events. Invitation. Meeting today. No. Okay, I'll give up on that one. All right, let me check out Vera. Vera has a $30 million market cap, so really extremely high risk. It is on Coinbase, though, so that kind of makes me a little bit happier. Like, you can just pop 20 bucks in here and see where it goes, because it's $30 million market cap. It doesn't have to go high at all for you to make a good return on your investment. So it's nice that it's on Coinbase. If it was on something like the Gate.io or Hots Coin, I wouldn't swap for it. But if it's on Coinbase, I'm happy to buy it and test it out. Let's check out the Twitter account first, or X account. 70,000 followers. VAR is an ultra-fast and scalable level 1 decentralized network powered by Gear Protocol. That's nice to see. I like Gear Protocol. Happy to show the integration between Savio DeFi and Brain Router, the first DeFi products built on Vara. What are the benefits? Expanding the Vara DeFi ecosystem, grow user base. Okay. So they're really at the bottom level of their company here. They're just working on stuff here. Let's see. Oh, and they're going to go to Ethereum Denver. I know a few people in Ethereum Denver right now, but I didn't feel like going. I don't want to go down there. I don't know. If I'm traveling to Vegas. That's pretty much how I feel these days. Or Panama or somewhere else. All right, let's go to the main website, though. Vara Network, Web3's paradigm shift. What are Vara's best use cases? Okay. The ultimate solution for your gaming project with rapid and dependable performance to supercharge your gaming project. Enjoy high transaction throughout the prompt and responses for your payment and financial applications, ensuring speedy and secure transactions. And many others. Uncover a robust and adaptable solution for experimental use cases such as tokenizing real-world assets and managing supply chains. Blockchain facilitates collaborative spaces for developing creativity through decentralized games. Vara's technology solves gameplay performance and scalability issues, holding back developer potential and greater use adoption. Game design, security, interoperability, user adoption, finance alternative. Oh, it doesn't have high transaction fees. Okay. This thing is distracting as hell, but I like it. NFTs and tokens. Okay, tokenized assets. Supply chain. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, the FedEx truck is back. Uh-oh, Loki, you better go protect the house. Let's see. I think it'd be worth it to buy some of this just to see where it goes. I do like infrastructure. One of my favorite things to buy is infrastructure plays. There's lots of them out there, but it allows you to be picky with them and kind of see what you like. And most of the time they do fairly well. So I think it's worth popping in a few bucks in there just to see. I might even add more money, but since it has such a low market cap, I don't think I have to add a lot of money in there. Maybe tomorrow when I move some money over to Coinbase back into my bank account, I'll put aside maybe 50 bucks to toss in there and just see where it goes. But it looks like it's fine. It has a good website, good social media posting. Looks like they're actually actively out in the community. They're out there at Ethereum Denver right now. I don't know if there's any crypto events happening in Las Vegas this year, but if there is, I might try to go to one as an influencer and talk to people and whatnot. Let me see. Crypto events in Las Vegas. Or actually, better yet, I got ChatGPT over here with me. Search for crypto events in Las Vegas this year, 2024. I'll have ChatGPT do the work for me. It's so much easier. Oh, here's my tea. Good old chamomile. So there's Rare Evo 2024. This is dubbed as the ultimate blockchain crypto convention taking place in Las Vegas. NFT galleries, live music and art, community building, networking, and happy hours and evening after parties. XRP Las Vegas, that's scheduled for May 3rd. Unconfiscatable conference. I don't know, but let me see this one right here. Open new tab. Caesar's Palace. Let's see. Wait, what? Where is this at? Oh, this is Denver? Venue, Caesar's Palace. But why am I looking at Denver? Maybe it was in Denver last year. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know. Crypto Wendy is going to be there. I don't know many. I don't know any of these people. Yeah, I have no idea who these people are. Okay, let me see. Buy tickets. General admission or VIP. Oh, there you go. August 15th through the 18th, 20. Okay, here you go. Yeah. Wait, but how much does it cost? Oh, $625 for VIP ticket. VIP entry, stage seating area, hot breakfast and lunch, Thursday VIP kickoff party, priority access to workshops, Thursday industrial VIP merch bag, and VIP exclusive lounge. I don't know. I never trust lounges because they just never seem to hit the mark when it comes to these types of events. And I've been to plenty of VIP lounges just because I know how to talk to the people in the VIP spot. Like, oh, come on, they're not going to hassle you. $20 ticket. Even that seems kind of excessive, but I guess if it's in Vegas, so Caesar's Palace. Oh, Caesar's Palace Expo. That's actually not too bad. Getting here, booth map. I want to find out. There should be a schedule. Why don't they don't have a schedule, which is very interesting to me. All expos are supposed to have a schedule that says, hey, the first part of the day we're doing this, second part of the day we're doing this. If it's just a group of booths and people like just talking, I don't like that type of stuff. Let me go over here to the X account. Let's see. Ethereum Denver. So it looks like there are people are at Ethereum Denver. I don't know. Tickets, book a hotel, NFT ticket info. Rare Evo Perks Pass. I don't know. Let's see. Nope, I don't know. Okay, we'll skip to the next one though, because I was just like, what the heck? Okay, XRP Las Vegas. That one's in May. Maybe this one could be kind of fun. This one, I could find myself going to this one, but when's the date for this one again? May 3rd. I'd literally be in Las Vegas the week before this, and then go to Las Vegas the next week afterwards. I don't know if that would necessarily. I mean, I guess I could pull it off. 2 weeks and go to Vegas for 2 weeks. No, I would have a week in between. That might actually be a little bit easier. Fundraiser ticket. What is XRP Las Vegas? It looks like a lot of people wearing suits though, not your typical bros and whatnot. Web3. Let's see. XRP tickets. I can ask them what's holding up their asset price. Tickets from $500. Holy shit. I'm going to try to get myself a media pass or something. Select tickets. General admission is $849. It's up. VIP is $1,500. After party tickets. You have to buy tickets to the after party? Oh, wait, no, maybe it's just the after party and you're not going to the event. Okay. I don't know. Do you have to pay tickets for the after party? It's so confusing. I don't know. The MGM pool to be determined? I don't know. The MGM pool isn't where I would say I would like to party. There's a lot of other pools that are better than the MGM pool. I don't know. I guess I don't know. It feels weird. All these feel weird. I'll look at it a little bit later. As far as those types of events, but yeah, it's oosh. There we go. Get back to some of the brass tacks. That seems like a pretty good token. Why does Coinbase remove listings like Gala? I don't know. It might be due to something with compliance. Maybe not enough people are buying and selling them. It could be a whole host of reasons, but you're going to kind of have to read in between the lines because they don't always tell you exactly what's going on there. Yeah, no worries. One Tony, always happy to help you out, my man. And hey, Brandon, have you seen this Jordan Cameron character streaming altcoins like a crazed person with 1.7 viewers right now? Yeah, he's been around for a hot minute. His channel is kind of in a stagnation mode, so he's looking for new ways to get viewers. He does talk about technical analysis and stuff like that. He's just a little bit out there. If I go over here to Social Blade, here's Jordan Cameron. He's made like 700 subscribers in the last 30 days. So he's making a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. And his daily average for subscribers is around 24, basically. For whatever reason, I think he has a high churn rate when it comes to his viewers. If you talk in his chat room, I think you're a little bit more likely to stay in there. But if you don't, you kind of just learn something, kind of walk away. It wears on you, his personality, I would say. But he's not I don't think he's a bad guy, but he definitely has a more whoosh type of thing. And then you got somebody like me. It's like 100 subscribers, 100. Yesterday, of course, with the longer streams, it went to 200 subscribers popping on. But he's looking for a way to grow his channel. His channel's been stuck at a very low subscriber rate for a while. He's been stuck at 72,000 for quite a bit of time here. Like you see his monthly gain subscribers, how they haven't really been moving up at all. A slight up, but back in August of last year and in September, he lost 200 subscribers in August, 200 subscribers in September. That means no growth. And then in November he got 400, December 300, January 300. So he's trying to get that to bump up. Because remember, Bitcoin's at $64,000, $63,000. Most crypto channels would have seen their views go up by now. And I think he's just trying to get that on. But let's be frank, there's not a lot of hype around Bitcoin just yet outside the community. So when you come over to someone like me, who my channel is completely different than his channel, I think you guys all know that. But you'll see. Actually, you'll probably see here. Yeah, this. See, the views are going up, 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 up. They're not as high as they were back in October because that's when we first saw the Bitcoin bounce. But they're moving back up in that general direction. So we're seeing that growth happening right now. Where you can see like the views for the last 30 days were up 7%. My subscribers are up 10% and so forth. I'm the 2100th best YouTube channel in America as far as subscriber rank, I guess, or view rank. I don't know. Video view rank, I'm very, very low. But Social Blade rank, I'm 507th, 507,000th, or something like that. So I'm not entirely sure how they do this. Education ranked, I guess I can call myself an educational channel, right? But basically everybody's trying to grow their channels here. So if I go back over here to Jordan, see how it hasn't really grown back up that much. He's just trying to do that. He says prepare for all-time high. We can go over to his channel here.
Disclaimer, man.
He's streaming right now. Yeah, he's a little bit more of a fun character. He does get a lot of views though. So you can't knock him for it. Everybody has their own little thing. It's just that he hasn't been able to grow his base. I'm not entirely sure why, because every crypto person has their own little thing that they do. Me, I focus heavily on technical analysis. I kind of just show my personality and stuff, and I relax with you guys. Tom Crown is much more upbeat. He does technical analysis, and he's really good at the Federal Reserve event and things like that because he's on the East Coast. He can wake up a lot earlier. Crypto Wendy does kind of news events and talking about that. I'm going to be doing more news events here pretty soon, and I'm going to be doing more of my daily update videos and stuff like that. But everybody has their own thing. He is a technical analysis comedian. Technical analysis comedian. He's been having pretty good time of it. Or I guess his channel hasn't, but I think he's having fun when he does his videos and stuff. I think he'll figure out how to grow his channel though. I don't know. Everybody has their own way. Remember, one of my parts of my brand is I have 24-hour streams. I invest into those things. They're not cheap to run. And you see lots of other streams up there. But right now, I don't think anybody has a mini empire like I do. Now, I stress the mini of it because I do have other things going. I have 4 streams going on my channel right now. I have 5 because I'm streaming with you guys here. I had to swap $400 worth of Gala, and after transit, it was nothing. Oh man, that sucks. Oh, I see you, boy. I know, I see you. Have I tried Femex? I don't know if I even have access to Femex over here. I think they've tried to ask me to sponsor the channel before. Let me see if I have access to Femex. One of the 10 best exchange. Note on restricted jurisdictions. So that's a no. As soon as I pop up here, I was like, nope, can't do it. Nope. I had to swap $400. Oh no, I just read that. Yay Network. Oh, I haven't heard of that one before. No KYC either. Looking at it now. Can anyone go to the events? Depends on the events. So the Seattle events I was talking about, those are free. You can pay for them if you want to, and every now and again I pop in 10 to 50 bucks and say, hey, I support you guys. Thank you for putting this event together. Stuff like that. Other than that, the Vegas events, none of those are free. You got to pay like $500, $1,000 pop. I'm hoping that I can just say, hey, I'm an influencer. I got 500,000 people watching my channel a month. I would love to be able to go over there and talk about your event, have a few big, interview a few people and talk about all the cool stuff going on their projects there. And hopefully that'll get me a ticket. But then it's not like I am going over there for free. I still have to pay probably $1,200 to get down to Vegas for 3 days. And that's not even including food. That includes my normal first class ticket, a nicer hotel. This could be the Cosmopolitan. Well, like here. I'm going to Las Vegas, I think. Okay, hold on a second. Let me figure this out. Vegas Nab. Okay, I'm going to this show with Opus Clip. Now, they're paying for part of my travel, so it's making sure I like it a lot more, of course. But basically, this is like a social media where content comes to life. It's social media and like institutional, like companies and how they view social media and stuff like that. So it's not like influencers, although there will be influencers there. But you know, a lot of big stuff there. Money flows through here. It's more of a money thing instead of like a retail thing. Money is going through there. So this is from April 13th through the 17th. I don't like to stay for a full amount of time for an expo, so I would probably get there on the 13th and leave on the 16th. And the 13th, I don't even have to go to the expo. I just be relaxing, kind of like getting ready for the expo. Like they may even have an explore schedule at a glance. They may even have an after party. Maybe. No, there's workshops, floor tours, NAB diversity, cinematography, workshops. So, yeah, I'd be there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, because of that, there's probably no club open on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There might be one open or something. I'm not entirely sure. But let's just say I wanted to go to Vegas for that. So I'm going to do a package. Seattle to Las Vegas. And I'm going from the 13th through the 16th of April. 13th through the 16th of April. Hit that. One traveler. I'm a bigger guy, so I go first class. And, you know, Las Vegas Hilton at Resorts World, that's $1,300. The Mirage, $1,200. Aria's $1,500. Sahara's $1,100. So what I could do is I'd probably go over here to the maps, and I'd be like, okay, what can I find? There's something over here for $820. What is that? Oh, that's Circus. I can never. $2,000. Palazzo. Oh, I can never pay that. Oh, I love the Palazzo though. I have yet to pay for the Palazzo. I've always bought my room at the Venetian, and they upgrade me to the Palazzo because I gamble, which is always nice. 1,000 right here. Link. I never stayed at the Link. Nobu. Never been to the Nobu. Caesar's Palace. Never been to Caesar's Palace. Bellagio. 1,800. No. I'm trying to break the bank. There's a Vidara, no. I like to stay at the Aria, but even that might be kind of expensive for just 3 days. And again, I'm working. It's not pleasure. I might have to go all the way to the freaking down here. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. Four Queens. Yeah. If I can get down there. Oh, Plaza, $853 for 3 nights. Which is that? Is that 3 nights? 13th, 14th, 15th. Yeah. 3 nights and a first class flight. I'll take it. I'm not above being frugal in Vegas because literally I'm going to be gambling thousands. So I try to be frugal with everything else. But they're like, I can go over here, see, hey, what their deluxe room. $86 extra. I can get a double deluxe, single room, deluxe. Yeah, it's a basic room. Yeah, I can do that. I don't know. I've never really cared much about Vegas rooms unless I'm like remember when I took my mom out to Vegas last year, I took her to the Aria because it's like 5-star luxurious because I wanted to have spa day and everything. When it comes to stuff like this, I don't give a rat's. If I can sleep there, I'm fine. Besides that, I think I'm happy. But normally I would stay at the Cosmopolitan. But the Cosmo is the Aria. Cosmo's right here. But for whatever reason, it's not showing here. Is that the Cosmo? Oh yeah, $1,757. So it's like almost half the price just to go up and stay over here. I would have to take Ubers every now and again to get back down here for the expo. But I think the expo is at Exhibit Hall. So that means it must be in the Las Vegas Exhibit Hall, which is right over here somewhere. Over here somewhere? Somewhere over here. This area, which isn't too far. Although it might be kind of fun to stay at the Westgate. The Westgate's not showing up, but there's a Westgate here, and it's actually attached to the convention center. So sometimes when I have expos there, I will actually just go there because I can walk across on this little platform thing to the main event. It doesn't show me anything here, though. If I type in Westgate, maybe it'll show up, though. Type in Westgate. I didn't type in gate, right? Westgate. That's $1,000. That wouldn't be too bad either. Westgate Flamingo Bay Resort. I don't know if that's a different spot or something. Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino, 1 bedroom, 1 bath and villa, offers all luxurious. Oh, that's $4,200. No, fuck that. Yeah, $1,000 for Westgate, and I get primary first VIP check-in because I'm an Expo member there. So there's lots of opportunities. But I go to Las Vegas way too many times, so I know all the little tricks and stuff. Got to make some YouTube shorts. I think it only goes live. Oh, that could definitely be it. I've been making shorts, but all my shorts are about Biden, Trump, politics, and that type of stuff. People seem to engage with that a lot more than my normal stuff. So I just like, okay, if you guys want politics, I'll give you politics. At least on the shorts form of content, not really on the streams and stuff. But I'm going to do another push here pretty soon for tutorial videos and educational content, which is why I made that video today, and you guys gave me some good things to talk about. But on top of that, actually, what's the other thing I was going to talk to you guys about here about this stuff? Oh, so one of my friends, I told you, he runs the channel Internet Anarchist. He has, he gets like hundreds of thousands of views for all of his videos. And he makes these dramatized videos about telling the story of something, So I think I'm going to start investing into those type of videos. And I'm going to make them be anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes long. So they're not going to be very long, but they're going to be short and sweet to the point. And I think the first one I'm going to make is about BitBoy, talking about the rise and fall of Bitcoin in 3 minutes. And it'll be very dramatic. So we'll see how that works out. And then after that, I may do one for Sam Bankman-Fried again. And at the end of it, it'll be like, Sam Bankman-Fried is currently recommend that his cellmates buy Solana. I feel like with YouTube, you just can't expect to gain subs just by doing YouTube. You got to treat your YouTube like it's a product, got to market outside of YouTube on many socials. Yeah, to a certain degree, that's definitely part of it. Pablo's making a joke here. I think he must have hired some really decent mods or something here recently. That's for sure. How do I describe it? Like, you have to put in a lot of time, and it's always a grind. So I think for streamers in particular, we only get new subscribers for a certain amount of time every day because when we're streaming, I have 24-hour streams, so I'm in a little bit of a different zone there, I guess, because I always have streams running on. And then you have people like remember I just told you guys a few months ago I convinced Tom Crown to do long form content, and now he's doing long form content. He's loving it. He's starting to put as much out as he can. So it kind of depends on which way you're trying to lean. I'm going to continue to do my long form content, my streams and everything. I'm going to do as much content as I can. And now that I'm going to be doing more videos, I'm going to be uploading all of those new videos up to X2. So I'm going to see how the X algorithm does. It hasn't been the best towards small creators like myself. So I'm going to keep posting here pretty soon as I make more and more content. So, really starting tomorrow, since I've kind of planned everything out using ChatGPT and some Excel spreadsheets, my daily schedule is not going to be set in stone, but it's basically going to go like this. I wake up in the morning. I'm going to do, a few chores, like, use the bathroom, brush my teeth, take Loki out to go run around a little bit. And while I'm outside with Loki and he's digging around and doing whatever his morning stuff is, I'm going to be making one video during that time saying, hey, everybody, hope you guys are all having a good day, and talk about one thing that I'm interested in today with the news. And then from there, I will go inside, upload the video. It won't, I'm not going to edit it at all. It'll just be uploaded because it's straight from my phone. And that one will be live. Then later on, I'll do maybe more of a formal video where I do a little bit of editing, but not a lot. And it's just going to be talking like this, the typical ones where I talk to you guys about something big going on, the overall arching theme of the day. And then I'll probably do a couple shorts every day, at least one short. Afternoon time, I will be doing one stream a day typically. And that stream will usually start around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock Pacific time. And then after that, I'm going to be, just running some more errands, cleaning. I got a lot of emails. Sometimes I have meetings and stuff throughout the day that kind of pushes back other stuff. And I think that'll be fine. And then a lot of my exchanges that I talk with, they all are all like Singapore time and stuff. So I never have the opportunity to talk with them in the daytime. I have to talk with them like after 8 o'clock, after 9 o'clock time. So stuff like that. Heck, even the TradeZing people, they're in Latin America and New York. So, and they don't often talk to me as much as I would like. But they're still doing very good. Oh, heads up here. TradeZing is going to be doing an event, I think. They haven't given me the all clear yet, but I'll tell you guys this anyway, just in case. You guys know how Twitter has spaces. You guys know that I run audio rooms, like the same thing basically on TradeZing. If you guys join my audio rooms next week, they're having a contest where I take a screenshot of people that kind of show up in the event, and then I give it to them, and then at the end of the week they choose one person from my follower base there and one from my other friend's follower base, and they each get like $50 gift cards to Amazon. So if you guys want an Amazon gift card, it can be only one, it could be two, it could be three people, I'm not entirely sure. However many of you guys show up, you guys have a pretty decent, like a 25% chance, 50% chance, something like that. You guys have a pretty decent chance of getting a $50 Amazon gift card. Those streams have some really cool and knowledgeable people in them too. What I need to do, Pablo, is I need to start. I don't know if I actually got a reach out from those people, the Trading Wars people. I need to start going outside of my channel and going to do some collabs. I know I'm going to be doing a collab here, I think, with Crypto Mickey here pretty soon. I just need to get. He's somebody that has like a day job, so like I can't just say, hey, let's talk now, let's talk then. No, it's like I got to get off of work, man. But I'll hit him up, and then we can kind of do some technical analysis and see where the market's going and stuff like that, and just kind of like fuck around on stream. That type of stuff is usually pretty good. And then so he can come on my stream, I'll come on his stream, and we can talk a little bit. And I'm hoping to find more people like that. There's another guy, Wes, that's on TradeZing as well. I don't know much about him, but I think he does some other technical analysis or news work, so that might be kind of cool as well to talk with him. So I know a few people, but I don't know many crypto other streamers out there where I could do collabs. And yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know about who else to talk to. I could try to hit up Crypto Wendy, but I'm not good at talking to people on Telegram that I don't really know too well. Who do I have? There's Crypto Jack, Bleeding Crypto. Does Bleeding Crypto even have a channel still? See, I know people and I just don't talk. I don't talk with them. I need to keep up with the relationships, I guess. And some people are only on Twitch and stuff. Oh, not okay. I think it's Bleeding Crypto. This is it, maybe 3,000. I don't know if he's. No, he hasn't done anything in like 4 months, so maybe he doesn't even have a channel. See, people from a long time ago. Crypto Jack, I don't even think he's. I think he does Twitch only. No, he's still doing stuff. Maybe I can hit him up. He has 233,000 subscribers. See, it's so weird. Like 233,000 subscribers, but only like 2,000 people watching the videos. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Like mine's no different. I got like 90,000 subscribers, and I got like a few hundred people. It's like I'm not special in this, or he's not special in that. Chris Q. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I guess there's Crypto Wendy in there as well. I'll have to figure it out. I'll definitely have to figure that out. It'd be so cool to see you wax them and finally take down Crypto Face. I don't know. With me, see, I'm a picky day trader, so I'm kind of in a weird spot. But I don't know if I guess I would just have to find the right exchange for that type of stuff. The Palms is good and the new Durango is nice too and should be good. Oh, that sounds nice. Maybe I should look at those places as well. Yeah, I didn't mean anything negative about Jordan. It's just that it feels his stream will be the one that would be a good judge of where the top is. Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Like Crypto Batman, yeah. I mean, it's weird. It's not my style at all, his type of stream. But like they each have their own style. That's the only way I'd put it. I'm not entirely like. I don't like to hype up crypto as much because I realize how fast people can lose money in it if they're not careful. And that's why I try to just be like level-headed and say like, okay, this is this, this is this, this is this. I don't want to get people to buy into FOMO. Like even right now, as I'm still telling you guys, I'm not really buying much of the stuff that's popped off. I'm looking for those gems that haven't gone up yet, and then I'm waiting for altcoins to move even better. Like you can just buy willy-nilly right now and it can still work out, but I'm like, I'm just so much more cautious. Again, I'm pretty frugal. I don't like to lose money. Lady of Crypto, bro? I don't know who Lady of Crypto is. Hey, Richard. Yeah, that's definitely true in my opinion. Lady of Crypto? She does generic videos. That should work. She's on a big, I mean, like she's moving up. You can see her videos are getting pretty good views. Let's see. And I can see she pays an editor, which is a good sign. I should pay for an editor. Yeah, she made 4,000 subscribers the last 30 days. It's 50% less than it was last month, but that's okay. You know, our channels go up and down quite a bit. Yeah, it might be kind of nice to talk with somebody like that. He doesn't do crypto anymore since he got drunk and put on his Batman mask at 73 cent Dogecoin. Yeah, that can definitely ruffle the feathers there. Yeah, no worries, Richard. It makes sense. Bitcoin definitely needs to rally more for Dogecoin to hit those crazy runs. No, Crypto Batman's channel, it's making a lot more money now that he's moved away from crypto. If you have the subscribers and you're able to transition, it's a very good thing to do. Like even for me, remember, my channel used to be only about Dogecoin, and what I'm trying to do pretty soon is like, here, I'm pretty sure that he won't care. Internet anarchist. So let's listen to this very fast. I've been trying to look at some of his stuff to try to figure out the best way to, well, I'm talking to an editor right now basically, and I'm trying to get him to see like, hey, this is the style I want. So imagine this, but like I'm not making a freaking 21-minute video. I'm making a 3-minute video, a 4-minute video. So let me go over here to his page. Let's just go to the last video.
Million subscriber YouTube channel. From faking videos and charitable donations to outright doxing someone to millions of viewers. It's safe to say Eric's 14.9 million subscriber YouTube channel is an empire built off lies waiting to crumble down.
He has...
Okay, you guys get the point here. It's like very fluid, nice little storytelling, and I'm gonna do that in about 3 minutes, right? And if people like it, I will make these videos longer, up to 10 minutes eventually, but I have to see some type of profit return on them because I'm going to be paying an editor for it. And it doesn't have to make a profit right away, but I would say over like I want to try to do one every 2 weeks for up to 6 months. And if I see the returns happening on them, I'll be happy to kind of watch it. And that stuff will be kind of fun to do. And then from there, I could use that same style, not to just kind of make documentaries or mini documentaries like on BitBoy or something. They can be anything, right? In that same style. It doesn't have to be like a documentary or something, but like that same like, hey, hey everyone, my name is Michael, and these are the top 24 crypto coins I recommend buying in 2025 or something. But it's that same kind of style. And instead of maybe being a little bit more of the ooh, like, documentary style, give me something more of an upright, but the editing style be nice and fluid, and everything is working very, very well together. And those videos might be something around 5 minutes, but you get the point there. see. Oh yeah, I would say his content's got a lot more humorous because remember, back in the day when he was Crypto Batman, he had to he was stressed out about his sponsors. I didn't get sponsored. Like my sponsors were like Manscaped, you know, and SoFi sponsored my channel for a minute. Those are my sponsors. A little bit different type of requirements for them. When you're working heavily with exchanges, like I never went crazy working for exchanges because I didn't really care to back then. But now, when you're working with a crypto exchange, they usually have pretty strict that they want you to do this. They'll bug you constantly to meet the quota. Like you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. And that's why I don't charge a whole bunch from crypto exchanges because I don't want to get bothered by it. But when it came to like a SoFi or a Manscaped, you know, it's just talking about them on the stream. Like, hey, everybody, this segment is sponsored by SoFi. Hey, everybody, this segment is sponsored by what's the company? Manscaped. You know, make sure your hedges are trimmed. You know, it's a lot easier. And then at the same time, remember his channel along with mine, and it was everybody's crypto channel. I think he learned that crypto was just like too volatile. And if you guys remember, there was a point in time where there was so much scam on YouTube related to cryptocurrency that if you searched Bitcoin in the search bar of YouTube, it would say there were no search results available. So the only way you could see if somebody was streaming it is you would have to go straight to their channel and then see if they were live on the channel, which was absolutely insane. But YouTube took those really drastic, they took those drastic steps because there was so much spam, they could not contain it. They just couldn't contain it. If you guys go and search for, Bitcoin stream right now, you're probably going to see some fake Michael Saylor MicroStrategy streams. That's what's been trending. I think the Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey streams have been stopped for a while now, but they still have done tons of fake streams working out for them right now. And hey, Alvary, Rumble's still not working with you. I still don't know how to upload videos on there. It's just they have too many options. Like with YouTube, I upload a video. No, on YouTube, I upload a video, and it's simple. It's very simple. Rumble has multiple steps, and I don't understand which one I'm supposed to choose. I honestly have no idea, and nothing I have read has made it clear. And I've been open to doing Rumble for a long time, but I still have not been able to understand what the three options are. I know one of them is not this. I know it's like one of these two options, but I've never figured out which one to do. And so I've kind of just slowly given up on Rumble. I'm hoping they can figure it out in a way that I can completely understand. But I just don't know. Like, honestly, like every time I go to Rumble, it's the same thing. Maybe they've updated it since the last few months when I've checked it out. If I go to Rumble, I have a Rumble account. I'm already logged into it already, right? If I want to upload a video, let's say I want to upload a video from this today. Okay. It's uploading. Come over here. Last video I had today. What strategies do you guys want to see? This little thing with a couple affiliate links and just a basic description. Categories, finance, secondary category, crypto. Oh, okay. Video thumbnails. Let's just go with this older one of 70,000. Tags. Crypto. Upload to my profile. Upload to public. Anybody can see it. Let's go to unlisted for now. Let's just go to public. Oh, the thumbnail sizes here are freaking whacked out compared to other ones. So I'm going to have to do this in a different resolution, but that's fine. Okay, this little thing. There's 4 choices, not 3. Sorry. Video management excluding YouTube. Video management exclusive. What's the exclusive part mean? Rumble only non-exclusive, similar to YouTube. What does that mean? Rumble only. I don't know. Personal use. Not monetized, not searchable, available to all your subscribers. You will receive all net earnings connected in relation to your publication of your content on the Rumble player, less an agency fee equal to 40%. If you select this option, you shall be entitled to remove content from the Rumble player anytime and maintain rights. It must be this one, the Rumble only though, right? With the exception of YouTube.com, which is specifically excluded, you are selecting Rumble to be your exclusive worldwide perpetual agent for such content. You will receive all net earnings less an agency fee of equal to 40% collected in relation to your content. Video management. Let's just do Rumble only, I guess. I don't know. I'll try it out. If my channel gets struck by Rumble, so be it. I don't know. But there's no reason to have this step here. There's no reason to have this step here at all. I don't understand it. It's like a greed trap or something. But yeah, and it's also taking forever to fucking submit this. But I'll try to do this. I guess I'll just do Rumble only. I don't know. Waiting for an encoder server to this. Yeah, we'll see how it works out. I gotta change my photo on here, but I'll do that for another time. It's just too weird. I think with some of the options to pay for, yeah, I'm not paying for Rumble. Type in Batman Dr. Phil just so we can see who we're talking about. What do you call it? I wish I could, but I can't because if the YouTube scanners see it, and I'm not really supposed to be doing it, my channel will get in trouble. Like I know internet anarchists, so I can do that. CNBC is a news network, so I'm allowed to do it because I'm talking over it and I'm describing what's going on with it. But with other people's channels, like it'll show up in this little feed that says copyright. Copyright. And then they'll have a list of all the channels that have used their stuff. Like YouTube sees it all. And then, from here, then it'll say like, oh yeah, this stuff was in your video. This stuff was in your video. And then, and you got to be careful with that. It depends on how much you're streaming or where you're streaming and things like that. I don't know, like Margaret Thatcher. Somebody used like 80% of my content in their video. Some person used 40, some person used 90, some person used 100. But yeah, different stuff out there. Let's see. Yeah, lots of different things out there. Looks like a lot of the most recent stuff was actually just about the BitBoy fight. Some people using my footage are mostly just using the footage from the karate fight thing. But yeah, it's fine. But I don't want to get in trouble from the other people. Because I could literally go over there and I can say, hey, I want to strike this content. Yeah, Rumble has slow uploads. Oh, it's fine. I'll try that system, that setting out, and I'll add all my videos there and see how it works out. But basically, if it's a slow upload time, I'll have to upload it to YouTube, download it from YouTube, then upload it online to Rumble, and then at least my faster internet outside of my phone should be able to help it out a little bit more. But okay, buddy, I'm gonna call it a night right now. I'm going to actually take Loki outside. He's right here, and he's basically just staring at me because he needs to go to the bathroom. Hey, Loki. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's getting kind of feisty with me. But I will see you guys a little bit later. Bitcoin right now is basically in this pure consolidation zone. I wish something more exciting was happening here today so we didn't have to talk about all this other random stuff. But so far, we're still looking okay. Be careful because we might have to dip down another like $1,400, $1,500, and that may spook some of the altcoins. But even right now, you're seeing 88 up 3%. You're seeing Dogecoin back up 3%. You're seeing some solid moves here, so maybe we can see those things continuing to move higher bit by bit here. But really, you're looking for quite a bit of surge or a pretty big dump. It's going to be some volatility here, basically, over the next few hours. I would anticipate us going down to $60,000. But, we'll have to wait to see if we can break out before then, hopefully. But, I mean, we're going to be moving probably within the next couple hours, okay? So, thanks, everybody, and have a great rest of your night.